What is going on, people? Welcome to McLaren Fan TV, the very first or second episode, really, but the first race review of the entire season. Oh my goodness, my head. I'm joined by special guest as per. And bro, where is your head right now, considering what we watched in the last 3 or 4 days?
It's in Pluto. It's in Mars. It's not on this Earth at the moment. I am fried. This is not good, man. This is not good at all, man. And when you think about last season and comparing it to how we've started here, boy, it's like 2015 all over again.
Oh, don't, because I was getting nightmares of that. I was getting absolute nightmares from that day. That is just, I mean, look, let's start things from the beginning. You know, practice, we've had some preseason testing and whatnot. And, you know, McLaren looked kind of all right. You know what I'm saying? When the car came out and they got the laps in, they got the times in, it looked like things were okay. We weren't that great or nothing, but it just seemed like, okay, we've got a car together and then we'll work on as time goes on. What was your thoughts at preseason testing alone?
So Barcelona testing, what was that? End of February. I saw how we had our car and how it was moving. It looked quick. It looked like sharp on the track. It looked directed. Everybody else was having porpoising issues. We didn't have porpoising issues where the car was bouncing up and down. So I thought, okay, at least we've got a solid car here. I don't know if it's exactly quick. Obviously, it's testing. I don't read too much into testing. Especially first testing, I don't read too much into it, but it looked like a car that's functional. You know what you don't want is a car just sitting there, broken down, engine smoking. That's when you're worried because then you're finished. Because I remember a certain testing that McLaren did a while ago with Alonso was just standing there most of the time because the car kept on breaking down. So when you compare it to that, I was thinking, okay, at least we've got a car that can actually drive and it's not fundamentally flawed. Obviously, some other cars that at that time looked better to me. I thought like the Ferrari looked really good and so on. We saw Norris top some timing sheets on the first day and stuff. So it's like, okay, we can put a lap in. So it didn't look like we'd be where we are now. So first thoughts, it was positive, but I was kind of still reserved about what the expectations were for the season. And I kind of just had to stay calm and see what happens in Bahrain.
You know what? Like when Norris was sort of like, we're seeing ourselves at the top, right? And he was a bit like nervous. I thought to myself, why is he nervous? Like, what's going on there? Whether it's a case of like, you know, McLaren are showing their hand a bit early or whatnot, but he did not look comfortable with us being at the top of those timesheets in preseason. I mean, you know, nobody really actually is going to take that as gospel anyway, seeing as it's just testing. But I don't know why he had that response. Is there anything you reckon that, you know, is there something that he knew coming into this that it could turn out the way it's turned out?
I don't know. I feel like Norris sometimes is a bit of a pessimist. So I think that's just maybe his character to kind of like play it down. But you don't want to, I've always said you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy that's everybody's putting their hopes on and saying you're the fastest guy in the first testing, not even second, you know, first. Because you kind of put yourself on a certain level and the only way is down from that point. So you're going to always look like you're muddy from that point. So I think that's why what Norris was saying. He's a bit worried about that type of situation. And even prior to testing, when you hear the kind of wording from like Zach Brown and so on, they're like, listen, we're not going for a title here. Until we get that win, until we finish our wind tunnel, all them things there, we're not going to be talking about like we're title contenders and stuff like that. Not like the kind of the talk that, you know, how Ferrari's been talking for a while. And they're kind of living up to it. So they kind of already knew Wagwan from like September times. They knew, okay, we've got something there. And we weren't really doing that. So I thought, okay, maybe we've got a midfield car, maybe top of midfield, you know. But Norris was quite right to play it down.
I wasn't expecting title challenge or nothing like that. But I felt like, you know what, the least we could do is not, we finished 4th last year in the constructors, which was gut-wrenching when you consider how we started last year. The middle of the season was okay, and then the fact that we even got a 1-2 in Formula One last year, Danny Rick of all people even winning a race, you're thinking, okay, 3rd place should be nice. But the fact that we got picked to 3rd place by Ferrari, and now Ferrari have gone clear, because I thought, you know what, this might mess Ferrari up for this season, because maybe they threw a few eggs into last season's basket, even though from day one they were like, new regulation, that's all they cared about. even though it was like sort of delayed a year. And then they've come out the blocks, literally like can't like. Don't get me wrong. I still think Red Bull, by the way, are still the machine at the minute. It's just that once they get that reliability issue sorted, I think they'll be okay. But you know, it honestly, it's just a bit of a bizarre one because it seems to be like this has kind of come out of nowhere. Something's gone awry from testing 1 to testing 2.
Yeah, because when you think about it, when not to like skip ahead, but when you talk about the issues that we started having in Bahrain testing, it was a lot to do with the brakes and overheating, and we did not have that issue in Barcelona. So maybe it's track specific, maybe it's condition specific, because obviously Barcelona at that time is much cooler than Bahrain in the desert. So maybe that was the case. Obviously, all these other teams were sandbagging as well in Barcelona. So you have to kind of take that into account. So I was expecting teams to kind of leapfrog us in that regard, but I feel like maybe the car is only good on certain tracks. That's my only hope right now, that the car is only good on certain tracks.
How what, based on what we've seen so far, what kind of tracks do you think we're gonna look good at?
Boy, I need to see more. I need to see more of it. Like, so Jeddah is a very, very different track. So to Bahrain. So if we're good at, like, I don't know, medium to high speed corners, we might be all right in Jeddah. But it looks like some of the stuff is like fundamental to the car as well. So I don't know what changes they've made to the car from Barcelona to Bahrain. I don't know what upgrades they've done, but it's not working. So they kind of need to go back a couple of steps to what the Barcelona car was and see, okay, what have we changed that's messed up and causing all this overheating?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And big up to everybody that's locked in right now. We're going to get through to all your comments. This is the McLaren Fan TV show every Tuesday after a race weekend, 7 p.m. So thank you guys for coming on. Let me get through to some of these comments. Uzair, McLaren guy, you know what I'm saying? He's one of us. What's going on, guys? Great time to be a McLaren fan. I lie. Imagine. It's just, you know, I don't want to get too ahead of it, like kind of thing in terms of, oh God, our season's done. It's over. Because, you know, the way that teams can work and sort of evolve a car over the course of a season, you can't really shut it down. But are we going to have to put a seatbelt on this year, in your opinion, Mahad?
I'm going to say yeah. I'm just going to, the only reason I'm saying yeah is because I think the combination of your car not being fundamentally good and it needs changes and all these upgrades, and probably not going to get something that's relatively competitive until like mid-season, because you have to do all of this and you're under a cost cap as well. Plus, the Mercedes powered cars are not really looking good. So maybe we don't even have the power in the engine to be up there. That is a deadly combination, them two things, you know.
Honestly, yeah.
When you look at the bottom six, we're looking at Aston Martins, we're looking at Williams, you're looking at us. I'm like, bro, we got a dud engine here. What's going on? Because obviously Mercedes is never going to give us the top spec engine.
No.
They're not going to give us their engine. They're going to give us a version of their engine that's serviceable. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
if we're just powered down, one thing I will always say, and I've always said this about Formula One, the engine matters, bro. Whenever there's a regulation change, you need to pattern that engine properly. Mercedes patterned the engine for 2014. So they had a turbo era where they were eating.
They were gone clear.
Ferrari was that, okay, we need to do that. And that's what they've done. They've got a souped up engine.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not going to totally say, okay, we're Haas, we're finished, we're 20th, whatever. let's just bag some more wind tunnel time for next season.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait a couple of races and see, okay, what kind of tracks we're looking at. Coming up, we're looking at Australia, we're looking at Jeddah, we're looking at Imola. Let me see what we're looking at like on these tracks. Let's see if we've kind of dealt with these type of the brake issues, the engine overheating issues, and see where we go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what was it? I see Hulkenberg over, you know, faster than I think it was Ricciardo. And I sat there in disbelief. I said, "Come on, man! What's my man doing ahead of Ricciardo? Like, that can't run. We can't be having that." So, you know, we need to get ourselves sorted out. I think he finished. Yeah, he qualified ahead of Ricciardo. So just on pace alone, I'm thinking, nah, this is not great. Big up to everybody that's locked in right now. We're going to get through to all of your comments, I can assure you. McLaren Fan TV, people, we have arrived. We are here. Uzair says, honestly, I'm chill. I went through 2013 to 18, so I'm used to this feeling. Hey, is it one of them ones where like this death doesn't hurt as much as that era?
Hey, that was quite recent. So I still got the scars, you know what I'm saying?
I'm still getting over it, man.
Like, if it was like we just won a title and then we fell off like this,
yeah,
it'll be super pain. But
yeah.
We've kind of just like dropped off from the top of the midfield to where we are now. But it could be track dependent, like I said. We'll see if we're doing McLaren Fan TV in May after Monaco and we ain't got no points. Emergency meeting. We're talking about next season. If you come to watch us, we're talking about next season, bro.
Like 2023 is what it's all about, boy. I'll tell you that right now. I'll take AMG Denz. He's a Mercedes man. He's a Lewis Hamilton man.
Shout out, my man.
Big up to him, man. Yeah, McLaren are in the mud today. Right now, they're in the mud. Yeah, they're in the mud right now. It's 22 races now, so it depends on, or 21 even, depends if they replace the Russian Grand Prix, sorry. Obviously, I think there's talk of Qatar, isn't it? They're the ones that kind of getting the big noise at the moment.
Qatar,
but yeah, we are in the mud, so you can lap it up while you can right now. Listen, Mercedes ain't doing too good, my bro. Okay, thanks to your engines. All right, thanks to your engine, we are not having a good time. Okay, hopefully the issues with the car are not track specific. The car looked decent in Barcelona. Yeah, I mean, you know, you already explained that in terms of just like, you know, the kind of conditions we were in from Barca then to Bahrain. I mean, they were quite, although Bahrain wasn't as hot as normally predicted. So that's a bit of a concern to me. It's not like it was it weren't the desert thing kind of thing. It was more so like, because even was it when Sky Sports went up there and whoever else, they were like, right, it's actually kind of windy. Like no one had jackets, no one brought any jackets. But
it did look cold. It looked cold,
especially when what's her name? Naomi in skirts and that. I forget. Nice, that's too much. You must be.
What I'm thinking is, even when you look at Barcelona, it's got the long sweeping corners and so on, but it has some slow corners, especially the last two corners.
Yeah,
you know when you're going through that chicane, you're going to test out the brakes in that situation. If we saw overheating, it would have been in Barcelona as well. So something's fundamentally changed.
Listen, bro,
with that system. I don't know if you're out here watching us. And you're from Woking, please come on. We need explanations.
Woking gang, where are you? I'm saying we need to talk. We need to have some conversation, okay? Big up to everybody that's locked in right now. Do me a favor, smash the like button. We're talking all things McLaren after this Bahrain debacle is what I think we should call it. I mean, look, you know, Danny Ricciardo finished 14th, Norris 15th. You know what I'm saying? Behind Alex Albon. I know there's a couple fans of Alex Albon in here, so I won't say too much. But you know what I mean? Behind Joe Guan Yu, behind Mick Schumacher. I mean, what's a Hassan Alfa Romeo doing in the top 10? Huh?
Hey, listen, that Ferrari engine souped, bro.
I'll tell you, the Ferrari engine is well.
It's a bit weird looking at the screen, and you're like, yo, why is Hassan Alfa up there and we're down there? And I'm like, the worst thing is, when you're like looking into the distance and then you just see orange at the back. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? And that car is bright, so it's bait that we're lost.
It's a bait car. Honestly, when I'm seeing Magnussen on the sky, whether the graphic was legit though, I think it's a little bit sus. But I see Magnussen busting purple sectors. What? I was sitting there like, hey, what's Magnussen doing here? He's not been here for a year and a half. I honestly, I was a bit like, nah, this is a lot. Uzair says we fell off after Russia. I mean, Russia is pain, bro. Like that is pain. That Grand Prix there. I know we got a win last year.
We had that weekend patterned until the last bit.
The weekend was.
Listen, Norris slapped it on pole, led majority of the race, and then it started to rain.
Honestly, but you see how Drive to Survive tried to give it to what's it called? Try to make Mazepin like pattern the weather and that. I was dying.
He was dying. They tried to make out like he was a rainmaster. Like, yo, I know them.
Man's like, listen, I know this Russian weather from school. I swear down, and he was like the only one that knew the right weather. Bro, that made me die laughing. I was crying.
And you know what man said? Do you know what the guy on the radio said? He said, "Good job, mate. You beat Mick and Latifi." Mick and Latifi DNF, bro. What do you mean? Why they even end the race? They ended the race. What? Both of them DNF. So what did you beat? You was 2 laps down. You was 2 laps down at the end of the race. So I don't know what Drive to Survive was doing there. I was actually like, hold on a second.
I died laughing.
Hold on a second. Let me just check the results again. Because I'm sure that brother was lapped twice.
Was he
P8
P8
or
or
something? He was the first guy to pick for Inters. Insane.
Was he like P9 or P8 or something like that at the end?
No, I don't know where he was, but boy, he was lost. Oh, that.
Listen, the far away we could talk about Russia and the Russian Grand Prix, the better. Because that's my last memory of the Russian Grand Prix. It's not even about anything else, but
Lando we don't need to go back wide. We'll never get memories again.
The car just sliding on the side. I was thinking, nah, come on. Bring up Basil, who says McLaren fans retire until 2026, lads.
We need to pattern an Audi deal or something.
We need Audi ASAP or Porsche.
We need to be in charge of our own engines. Well, I've had enough. This customer shit.
You say that. Look at Red Bull. First year they want to get involved in their engine, and look at that. 3 of the 4 out. So just saying. What's it called? Emergency meeting. Of course, had to be done. Has to be done. We have to talk. Change of tracks and climate, etc. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the thing, bro. Imagine Monza this year, then. Lord have mercy. We have to hide. Listen. No. I'm not hiding. I might actually go. I might actually physically go to Monza. Because guess what? We put a P1, P2 over there on the head top last year. So I'm alright in Monza. Listen, today's McLaren car.
We might end up P15, P16 this year.
Today's McLaren car.
1-2 in their backyard.
Today's McLaren car, cannot enter Monza. I'm sorry if you're going to be there, but this car cannot arrive in Italy. It can't. When Charles Leclerc and Sainz are doing 1-2s in Monza, and then we're just languishing in 15th, 16th. Nah, not having it. Not having it. With all that, with the Tifosi and all that man there. No. We need to
catch me in my papaya hat in the middle of all of them, bro. Just like watching my man's getting lapped, you know.
You just need to take an F1 T. That's all you need to do, bro. Just a straight brand neutral F1. Neutral, man. You know the ones that you have. I am dreading Monza if it's this version. That's all I'm saying. If it's this version, it's time to move on. Come out of nowhere. Look at you, Red change history. This millennial. What's going on? Why is he burning us? Why are they burning us? This is what we're gonna eat right now, isn't it? We're gonna eat this humble pie, boy.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if people need to get fired, people need to get fired.
Where though? Where do you start?
I wouldn't say. Okay, if when you talk about people like Zach Brown and stuff, he's done his job technically because he brings in the money. He's getting them deals, them sponsorships left, right, center. Our car is sponsored up, all over the gaff.
It's tied,
even to the wheels. So he's bringing money in. That's his job. He's the CEO and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In terms of James Key, all these technical directors, are they doing their job properly? I don't know. Because we fell off a tank from Russia. We even said before that we're focusing on this year. So what the fuck was you doing?
You know?
Because the car looks fundamentally flawed.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's fundamental, isn't it?
Exactly. That's the thing. So if the car, if the philosophy of the car and the downforce ain't there, then James Key, I'm sorry, mate, you gotta go.
Yeah. It's not. Listen, whatever it takes. Big up Tomo. Yeah,
it's time to go. Look, Tomo knows.
It's whatever it takes. That's all I will say.
If we need to pinch some other technical guy, we'll pinch him.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Big up Tomo, by the way, man. One of the OGs in this game, for damn sure. Thank you for coming on, bro. I know why McLaren sucks now after the promising Barcelona test. Let's see what he has to say. Because the livery was actually decent in Barcelona, but the new livery is trash. Whoa! I swear it's got better.
It's got better because the black is on the top. But
listen, I'm.
But then we did the Google thing on the wheels, and I'm not feeling that still.
See the Google thing, yeah. So obviously
giving me Teletubbies vibes.
I thought it was LGBT in it there. I thought it was one of them things. And I thought, right, because you know how we did it on the side last year.
I remember.
We had it on the Halo the year before. I thought, yo, McLaren are on this hard, boy. I thought, okay, whatever. Then I clocked this Google. I was like, okay, because I saw the little Android thing at the top near the back of the car. So, I mean, you know, that's the thing.
Hey, Zach Brown's like, yo, I know our car's slow, but let's get this money in. Let's
the thing. How can your livery be more patterned than your engine? It can't run than your performance.
It's the engine and the car. I think maybe even more the car. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
You think
I don't think we're even that much off the if we're talking about like straight line speed, I don't think we're that much off the pace of like maybe a Merc. Maybe we're like maybe half a second. Or
so you think obviously?
I just think these slow corners and stuff we're just meaty. There's no downforce.
I mean,
And obviously, when you ain't got confidence in your brakes, if the brakes ain't really working, or the guys in your ear on the radio saying, "Yo, chill off, the brakes are overheating," you're not gonna be sending it into corners.
You know, which engine's better in your opinion, the Renault or the Mercedes?
Definitely the Mercedes. We looked beastly last year.
We did. Didn't we fall off as well? Didn't the Mercedes engine kind of fall off last year a little bit, just a tad?
I just don't think we'll try.
You don't think so?
Nah, man. And obviously, when you got people, Ricardo's form was not good, man. After Monza, it wasn't good, man. We're getting cooked left, right, center. And Ferrari, remember, after Turkey, they turned their engine up. So this is the engine they got now. So that's why they started putting in performances.
Boy, look, Joy, it's fun to see Ferrari up there, isn't it? To see them up in that title thing. It kind of feels like this is normal again. But, man, let there be some other dodgy thing they've done this year. Let it be 2019 again, please. I need them, man, to step back just a little bit.
This bring back Ron Dennis talk, yeah.
Nah.
Ron Dennis, yeah, he's in these latter years, he was destroying drivers, man.
Honestly,
I think maybe his culture might work. When I mean his culture for the staff, not for the drivers. Because I feel like these driver management fell off because it's too old school type of management. It can't work with these younger drivers. But I feel like he kind of like gave us a sense of like seriousness.
Yeah.
Like the people, like the pit crew, everybody like that. We're not on this joke man thing. We're not doing PR thing. We're proper secretive. We're working proper hard. And I feel like that kind of illusion's kind of gone now.
Don't get me wrong, like it does look fun at McLaren right now. Like I would like to get a job down there, no doubt.
Definitely.
But like you say, Ron's kind of head teacher, isn't he? He's a bit, but then will it work? Because you know what it is? It's like it's horses for courses. If you need that, you know, like certain men they need that, you know, iron fist, and it gets the better out of them, right? And then there's some that need that arm around the shoulder. I think at this moment in time, McLaren are a soft team at this moment in time, and to get Ron in there, it could probably cause more damage to the staff than it does any good. Like maybe
he'll probably lower morale because he'll be like, "What is this uselessness?"
You know what I'm saying? Maybe
asking him to do a Twitter video and he'll just be staring like,
looking at what?
I mean,
he ain't getting no tattoo of Monza.
Do some laps.
I can assure you that he's getting no tattoo of Monza. That's for damn sure. That's the first thing. And also,
I don't know, man.
You look at.
I just hope. What I remember last season, what was happening quite a lot was people were pinching technical people from other teams, and I didn't see McLaren doing that. Because if you're trying to head into a new regulation, you need to be taking the best guys and throwing the money at them to bring them in and be like, okay, how about you lead on the air, or how about you do this, how about you do that? But I never really saw that, so I kind of thought, what's going on here? Yeah. Maybe it's a longer game, but if we go from like Barcelona testing to Bahrain testing, it was like night and day. And I kind of thought Bahrain was like, okay, Norris has to do all the laps. Ricardo's got COVID. Maybe that's the reason we can't really. And they kind of put us on the back foot because you can't really see you can't really work out the problem. That's what testing is about, to find out, okay, how the car's reacting to each type of solution. But if it's only Norris out there and he only can put in a certain amount of laps, you can't really experiment how the other teams experiment.
Couldn't you argue that, like, for example, Piastri could have just jumped in because obviously he got announced as a reserve driver. You throw him in there and let him do the first race. Because by the way, I don't know if you heard Ricardo on the weekend. My man was sounding rough. That guy needed to be put in some hot bath and some Vicks because he was not ready to race.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't ready to race. He even said it after that. He felt the effects of COVID and he was finished during the race, especially towards the end.
They should have just done what.
So why did he do it?
I haven't got a clue. I have no idea why he raced on the weekend. Because he did an interview off the bat, you know, like early start of the show. And I heard man's voice. I said, nah, you need to sit down, my guy. You need to bring in Piastri. Let him have a go. Let him do a couple races as well. Like, get this race and Saudi done because they're back-to-back. Let man learn. Because obviously Piastri not being in a Formula 1 car is a fast. But
100%.
Nonetheless, it's, you know, give him some experience. Let him learn. Although McLaren have got like 20 reserve drivers. I swear everyone's a reserve driver there.
Brother, PDR's our reserve driver. That's ridiculous.
I mean, I swear
Yeah,
Van
yeah.
Dorn is. Ain't Van Dorn still
Van
there?
Dorn,
De Vries.
the soul of Van Dorn, you know, still
I mean,
tied to McLaren.
Is De La Rosa still around as well? I'm sure he's still at the back
honestly,
there.
I don't even know why Ricciardo was shook. It's not like Piastri could take his job. Just chill, bro.
Yeah, just let man go. Let him have a
He's
go.
LP driver. He's not going to take your seat. So
No.
just relax, man.
No, absolutely. Tomo's saying it's slow speed. They're struggling at most. Saudi should be an improvement. Still confident that they'll be fourth best car by mid-season. It's a toss-up, man. I can't predict that right now. I genuinely don't have confidence in that. If I'm honest.
It's only one race. So it's not too much of a deficit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so that could be a reality. But is it my reality? I don't know after seeing my drivers where they were on that race. If we just imagine we finished like 11th and 12th, I'll be like, okay, we could get points. We could possibly do things. We weren't 11th and 12th.
What was your first thoughts at qualifying at the Bahrain Grand Prix? What were your thoughts when you saw the pace, when you saw the howler Q1? You know what I'm saying? And it was just a bit like, what's going on here? Danny Rick. I mean, he didn't even argue when they said, that's P, I think 17 or 18, he said. And it was like, right, okay, understood. I'm there thinking, hang on.
Okay.
We can't take this.
Practice, I was like, we are dusted. This is me watching practice. I said, we are finished.
I didn't watch it live.
We can't even do a glory lap. What's going on? Just one little glory lap in the top 3. We can't even do it. So I said, and that's what we usually do. Even if we're not gonna even get a top 3 position, we'll just do a random glory lap. We used to do that quite a lot last season. We didn't even do that. So I was thinking, oh, we are finished. And we were still talking about the breaks, and it's like Saturday morning. I'm like, what's going on here? Why are we still talking about breaks?
That was my concern. We're still here.
I did not expect Ricciardo to get out of Q3, regardless. Because of the whole a Q1 basically, because
he
had COVID.
It's 2022, Mahad. It's not 2021. By the way, this is unacceptable. I might sound like I'm overreacting, but going out in Q1, when your age mates, I'm seeing who am I seeing there? I'm seeing people like Guan Yu, was it Joe Guan Yu, making it in the top in Q2. Huh? Albon hasn't driven in a while in a Formula 1 car anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Mick Schumacher. What? They're not bad drivers, but look at the machine they had. What do you mean?
Okay, I don't know. Look, it's like what? You have to apply COVID tax. Okay, if that was Ricciardo, no COVID, full testing, and he did that, I'm onto him already. I'm putting him on fraud watch.
Thing is,
immediately.
Fraud watch, yeah.
The car's bid. I put him on fraud watch last season. Then I reluctantly took him off because I said, new season, new regs. Let me see what's going on. Yeah. I'm not. This race, I'm not putting anything on him because he had COVID. So I'm just going to be like, okay, he had COVID. Whatever happened in the race or quality, I'm ignoring completely. If we're, I don't know, Canada, and this guy can't get out of Q1, we're gonna have to have a conversation. We need to look for alternative drivers.
In all seriousness, what is the percentage that Ricciardo could lose his seat this year?
I'll say is
out of 10.
Out of 10.
What do you reckon?
4 out of 10.
4 that he would lose it.
Yes, it's quite low. I don't think it's high because he's still got another year contract, so we'd have to pay him out. And we're tight fuckers. We're not going to do that. Unless he's diabolical. If he's diabolical, I'm talking about qualifying out of Q1 every single time, not pulling up any sort of trees in the race.
Yeah.
Look, last race he finished ahead of Norris, so we'll just have to see later on down the line. Maybe we might have to just keep him for marketing purposes if we're really that bad. just to sell some promo, you know what I mean?
Honestly, what I need right there. You see Seidel? Yeah, you better get that.
He's already started. He's already started. Have you not seen
document ready?
Man said, what did he say today? He said, we need to investigate the relationship between Haas and Ferrari.
Is he on?
He said, Seidel, you're a sicko, bro. That's my T principle.
What? Seidel Horner. Okay. Is that what we're getting? Yeah.
Because what they're trying to say is basically Ferrari's been using Haas wind tunnel time.
Oh,
it's the same place.
Is that what he's trying to pull out? Yeah.
That's what they're basically saying. We need to investigate this relationship. Because obviously Hassan's got bare wind tunnel time.
Yeah, they got tons.
They came last.
They had tons of it.
So either they're sharing information or what? They're doing something.
They got tons of it. Uzair says maybe if they fix the brakes, they'll be decent. I mean,
that's true. If we might be back to Barca.
Okay. Let's hope, because it does seem like it's more than brakes. It does.
We're behind. You have to remember, because of we had less testing than everybody else.
Time.
And I don't think people understand how much testing is used to work these exact issues out. We're working them out in a race.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Mercedes. They're having to learn how to get out of porpoising during races.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They're kind of in the same situation, but obviously much faster.
And Aston Martin, God knows what's going on there. Big up to everybody that's locked in right now. McLaren Fan TV for all you McLaren heads. Even you, those that are not McLaren fans, because I can see people want to laugh at us, okay?
Ferrari fans,
I see you.
Ferrari fans.
Mercedes, I see you, okay? I see you lot want to laugh at us, all right? But it is what it is right now. Don't worry, we'll be back. We'll be back very, very soon. David, big up yourself, G. He says that Red Bull had a howler. They had a stinker. Let me tell you, they had an absolute stinker. But this is McLaren Fan TV, David. Okay, you need to keep the Red Bull stuff to one side. But you're absolutely right. That's not a wrong comment whatsoever. That was a stinker, though, wasn't it?
Boy, I don't. For your car to break down, double DNF, double DNF
in that space of time. And let's not forget Pierre Gasly as well. You know what I mean? Let's not leave his car out of this equation.
Blew up as well.
Yeah. So 3 out of 4. You know what I mean? 3 out of 4.
Listen, they're gonna have to fly some engines in from Japan, bro.
And that's the thing. The turnaround is crazy. I'm sure they're flying to Saudi now. You know what I mean? Or today or tomorrow at least. So
I don't know whether it's overheating. Listen, there was loads of issues with that car during that race, and the fact that Perez couldn't even make one more lap.
Mind you, remember Perez had this thing last year. I remember we were laughing about Perez's electricity cutting out, and we were like, "Yo, Red Bull need to pay them bills," because when his engine cut out, I thought, "Hang on a minute, is this a sign of things to come?" But they sorted it out. They didn't really have a DNF until the last couple. I think
very reliable last year.
Perez, I said in my fun facts video for Bahrain, if anyone wants to watch it, check the channel. He's had 3 DNFs in a row now from last year, the last 2 races and this race.
Maybe he was the one that they were experimenting in this new engine with. In
Possibly.
The last 2 races in Jeddah and no, Jeddah wasn't his fault. That was a crash. But
that was a crash, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but Abu Dhabi just bloody get me the pits.
For Perez, that's bizarre, isn't it? Like 3 DNFs, that's against his religion. That doesn't, this is Mr. Conservative looking after the tires and nursing and everything else.
It's always engine issues, right?
Yeah. Kwame says, all jokes aside, the pace is there. I think it's just that at certain tracks you lot will fluctuate. Some days upper midfield, other days back of the grid. That's a fluctuation, my friend. Huh? From the upper mid to the back.
Listen, if I see Norris P20, I'm finished. I'm finished, bro.
You know what? Norris has got too much pride. He will not finish the race. If he's in 20th, he's putting the car to the side.
He'll do what Alonso did. You know what Alonso used to do when he used to say, "Oh yeah, there's something wrong with my car." Whenever he knew he couldn't get into points finish, he'll retire the car, and then he'll say, "Yeah, I was just saving on mileage." He'll pretend there's an issue, and the guy on the radio will be like, "There's nothing wrong with the car. We can't see anything." No, retire. There's something wrong. That's what Norris needs to start doing, bro. Save some mileage.
Nah, he needs to open up that Alonso McLaren book, bro. That's what he needs to do, because everything is there. Every issue that you will face in a McLaren car, he knows about it. He 100%. Knows about it. Oh my God. Will be better than the 2015. Don't worry. The 2015 McLaren was a horror show.
Remember that season.
Buff livery. The thing is, it was a buff livery, but it was a horror show that year. Again, with these new nice liveries, yeah. Orange is the new house. Nah, get out of here.
I like that line. I like that line. It's good banter still. I have to hold that still. We've got to hold that, man.
Nah, man. Nah. Listen, listen, Denz. I'm coming for you, bro. Watch when Mercedes have a howler, a ricket. I'm gonna save this comment right here. I'm coming for you, especially.
This season might turn me into the biggest hater. I'm gonna start hating on every team.
Listen, you see Hamilton, you see me and Hamilton, yeah, we've got beef, okay? Leaving us in 2012, yeah, just left us in the mud. He saw the mud coming, and he said, "Bun this, I'm out of it." And then man try to tell us, "Oh, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be my own man." Get out of here, you liar! You saw
we didn't grow.
We didn't grow.
We didn't grow, man.
Honestly, and after his 2013 year at Mercedes, I was like, you see, that's what you get. You deserve to sit in that mud. Rare. And then 2014, he was gone. See ya. Do you know what I mean? What's it called? Exactly, bro. We're still better than Red Bull. What? Are you? I don't know, man. You're
Technically, he's right. Technically, he's right. We didn't double DNF. We finished ahead.
I mean,
Red Bull hold that.
Listen, bro. Yeah, I don't care about no double DNFs when you finish. What is it? P14 and P15. Yeah.
Hey, listen, we've got to take it how we live, man.
What, we just trying to get mileage in the engines?
Hey, listen, that was a race that we didn't do any race simulation in testing. We did none. That was our race simulation.
True. Listen, I hope you're right, bro.
Ricardo got able to overtake Donald Latifi, gassed himself up.
Man,
I was thinking, this is meaty, man.
Big up to everybody watching. How many McLaren fans are there? Or they're just people here to laugh?
How much people are watching?
Okay? People are. I've got 46 right now. Currently, right now. Please 46. Smash the like button.
90% are not McLaren fans.
You know what? It's like AFTV, yeah. When Arsenal get a defeat, bro, all and sundry are there. I'm seeing Spurs, Liverpool, West Ham, Forest. You know what? I'm seeing everything, and anyone and everyone is down.
Paying sales, man.
I like how you lot are blaming Merc engines, not the car itself. No, listen. We have
it's the whole thing, bro.
It's the whole thing. But ironically, where is the Aston Martin, and where is Mercedes relative to where they should normally be? Just saying.
I heard Lawrence Stroll was very angry. Very angry.
Lawrence Stroll
earlier saying he is very angry.
Again.
And when he's angry, he looks scary, bro.
That's a monster right there. I mean, this guy said he's coming here to win championships. Is he bluffing? Does he not know what it takes in Formula One? It's not even like he's taken over a Ferrari that used to do well or a McLaren that used to do well or whatever. Man's come in and taken whatever Force India was. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what he's taken. What were they? Jordan before? Back in the day, he's not taking some big team like in terms of tight. It's not even a Williams. At least
that team was a budget team, man.
That team
was running a tight shift, man. He had man doing multiple roles.
That team was so broke. Now they got too much money. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what they're doing with it. That's but anyway, we'll see if they develop over the course of the time. Don't worry, people, we're gonna get through to all your comments. Big up to everyone that's leaving comments in. I appreciate every single one of you. Kwame says the fact that Ferrari are ahead right now must be added salt to your man's. You're damn right, it's adding salt to the wounds. Okay, it is. I must admit, it is. As much as do you know what though? Ferrari, I don't know about you, bro. It depends if you know many Ferrari fans, because obviously it's one of those. I used to hate Ferrari with a passion when Schumacher was there, and it was like Barrichello, and it was Eddie Irvine, and then you had like Felipe Massa. Them man there, I couldn't stand any one of them, right? But this is a likable Ferrari. Am I wrong?
I would never like Ferrari. this is like asking an Arsenal fan if they're like Tottenham. What's going on here?
I mean,
there's not a chance. Listen, Lando Norris could go from McLaren to Ferrari. Therefore, Lando Norris is on op watch. He's op watch.
He's dead to you, yeah.
So this is it's paining me still. I even tweeted earlier like I'm retiring from content creation. If Ferrari are winning, I'm finished right now. But they got the team pattern, man. They did what they're supposed to do, man. They were in the mud. They were in the mud.
If Ferrari take the title this year, the blackouts. Huh?
Listen, my philosophy is anybody but Ferrari to win the title.
Bro, I'm on a full Robert Mugabe media lockdown. If Ferrari win the title, you're not seeing me. You're not seeing me.
Ask me this. Do you think I watched the podium on the other day in Bahrain? I did not watch that. I still don't know what happened. I didn't see any of that. Do you want me to hit Italian anthem like it's the Euros?
Bro, I don't want to hear nothing. Man. That Italian anthem, boy, when it hit, I sat there like, do you know what? I can't deny it.
The PTSD.
By the way, it's the best anthem of all time. It's the best national anthem in the world. Without a shadow of a doubt, the Italian anthem. And the Ferrari mechanics and the team and the staff singing it with their chest. You know them ones like it was the World Cup final with their passion. And yet it was the first race of the season. That could be their only win all year.
It could be. And if it is, oh boy, I'm feasting.
Oh, lovely jubbly. But yeah, listen, it does hurt with Ferrari 1-2. Yes, it does hurt. It does.
Hey, listen, our 1-2 was better though. So hold that.
Obviously, ours was lit. Do you know what I mean? Ours was lit in Ferrari's backyard. But mind you, they're trying to. You see, Sky Sports trying to make it like, this is McLaren's second home. Bun that. I don't want to hear about no Bahrain as our second home. What's the connection?
Bahrain.
Yeah, what's the connection?
I have no affiliation with Bahrain.
What's the connection? I don't get the connection. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with Woking. Nothing to do with the United Kingdom. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
If Ferrari do a 1-2 in Silverstone, they got us back though.
Boy, there you go. Who's that says I blame the livery? It looks like the MCL 32. We all know how that car did. Come on. Who's there? We can't have the PTSD.
I'm not a fan of this livery. I'm not a fan of orange. I'm not a fan of papaya.
True. No, true. If we could go back to the silver, to the chrome, Vodafone chrome kind of thing, I'm all in.
Even a West or Marlboro.
Even a cheeky West. You know the ones. Give me a cheeky West and we're good to go. Like, I have no issues with that. McLaren are Arsenal, man. The glory days will never... Nah.
Stop that. Ain't Arsenal doing things right now? Come on, man.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right. What's the better time? What's the better time? Mind you, yeah, it is a bit like McLaren last year. It's like, you see the top three? Gone. Them men are gone, yeah? But we're trying to be the best of the rest kind of thing. So, we'll see, man.
I won't say they will never return, to be fair.
God.
Pit fitters. Every day pit fitters. Man. When is it gonna die?
Nah, you see when Mercedes when they put Hamilton on the hards, and then for some reason we went on the hards. I'm looking at these man like, are you all right? Have you seen what Mercedes are doing on those hards? Hamilton was like, listen, get these hards off me right now. Get them off. And then we've gone in there and given my man hards. Nah, made no sense.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the strength. That's the thing. You know, when a car's not good, people start losing their minds. Like everything goes in arrears. The strategy goes wrong. They don't know what to do. They've forgotten how to run a Formula One team all of a sudden. Mercedes have this issue every now and again as well. I remember a couple of times last year and the year before where, you know, if you're a Mercedes fan, you were sort of thinking, why have they gone with this decision? Like they're just panicking and it's
panic mode, isn't it? It's panic mode. It's not being one thing you got to be is calm and collected. One thing that I noticed from Ferrari this weekend when it comes to strategy, they were calm and collected, man. They didn't get rattled at all. They patterned their pit stops and they had the strategy on point. So, which is two things that I would never associate with Ferrari in the last
for sure. And the thing is, you see Red Bull chasing every move. One goes in, the other one follows, and then it's like getting rattled after the team radio. Why are you telling me to slow down?
That's one team that always patterns their strategies. Red Bull,
exactly. Yeah,
they're serious guys, but there's other teams like us. A lot of people they blame Norris for what happened in Russia. I blame the pit wall.
I blame the team
because why are you not insisting on pitting? Why are you only telling him once? He says no. You told Mercedes told Lewis once. He said no. Then they told him again pit, and then he came in. We didn't even tell Norris twice.
No disrespect to Norris, but you can't be asking these youngers to what conditions should we go with. You're meant to run the show.
You've won races. Some of the people on the pit wall were there when we used to win races. What are you doing?
You know. Honestly, bizarre. I was so furious with that Russian Grand Prix. Let's stop talking about it. Big up, by the way, big up Arc Rhythm, who says, you know, Arch Rhythm says that love cars me. Well, we all do love cars. That's why we're here on the show. So thank you for joining us. Ved says, I'm surprised we're in the mud with Seidel at the Realm. For sure. Seidel was like the Messiah when he rocked up, didn't he? Like Zach Brown came in and it was like, okay, happy days. But then Seidel came and he took it to the next level. And it was like, yo, here we go kind of thing.
I'm quite confused about what the actual hierarchy is of the team in terms of team principal and the person that's leading on the design. I don't know how much Seidel was influencing that. As the job of team principal, I think he's been doing a stellar job.
Absolutely,
managing the driver talent and managing our pit crew and doing all that kind of stuff and getting us back to where we were. I don't know how much involved he was with the actual development of the car itself. If he was heavily involved, we're actually in the mud. And maybe that's not his strength. But if it is solely on James Key and all the designers underneath him, then that could be like they're failing rather than Zach Brown's or Seidel's failing. I need more information to drip out before I start associating blame.
The good thing with Seidel for me is that he looks like the serious one, yeah? So when things start getting a bit froggy, then he'll be like, yo, this needs to stop. And I feel I got confidence in him putting an end to a lot of this mess that could be continuing from now on. So I'm not nervous. I'm not too worried yet. I know what you're saying, Ved. I totally agree with you in terms of we would never thought we would be in this position where we're getting flashbacks of 2015 and whatnot. But at least I feel I have faith in Seidel to arrest the situation quickly. That's what I'll say on that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like giving some information. I think actually I saw this a couple of hours ago. So just talking about the issues, it says here, McLaren doesn't know the issues of their car yet. Believes that maybe it's due to the new brakes that was adjusted twice. The airflow completely changed. During the race, the power unit overheated, which is weird since Mercedes doesn't have that. So maybe it's a fundamental flaw with the actual car itself. Where are we getting this overheated all over the gaff?
Which car was it that was too hot to take a pit stop?
Oh yeah, there was a car that was too hot.
There was a car that was too hot. And I just sat there like, what?
Maybe was it a Williams? I don't know.
It might have been a Williams. I was thinking people are making up things as we go along. Too hot to come into the pits. I'm guessing, if it is another Mercedes powered engine, or then questions need to be raised. That's for damn sure. Big up to Quit Stop F1. I was at Nyasha and Tandy as well.
Tandy, I'll never hide.
The Goonies are here. Huh? They've arrived today.
I'll never hide. I'm shameless.
Still. Listen, we're here. We're here. You know what I mean?
I'm here every race week, mate.
I'll be here every race week until Ferrari claim titles or we get absolutely demolished at Monza. Those are two things that cannot happen this year.
We'll be going on holiday. We're not going to be. We're not broadcasting that week.
Saint-Tropez on Matana, I'm already black. No way. There's no way I am going. I can't watch it. It's too much. It's way too much. Look at yourselves anyway. Is it a Merc power unit issue, Louis? Yeah, Lewis or Louis. I don't know how we pronounce it.
I don't know. It's if our power unit's overheated, I don't know whether that's them man shotting us dead food or we just haven't housed it properly.
Look, the power unit clearly is an issue to a degree, for everybody, because Mercedes are not having a great time. Aston Martin are having an absolute mare. Mercedes, Williams are sort of like, here we are, So I think definitely the power unit is definitely one problem. But Mercedes, every team that we've mentioned there, they need to get their finger out and sort out their car as well, fundamentally, because it's more than pace. You catch my drift. It's more than pace. So
we lack downforce. That's got nothing to do with the energy.
You know what I'm saying?
We've got no downforce.
Exactly. So whoever's designing this car, whoever's the mechanics that may be there and whatever else, we all need to pull together. Yeah. So it's both in our opinion here. Christoph, was it? They need to stop them at immigration, no entry. Stop who? What?
I ain't going anywhere. I ain't hiding.
They're here to laugh at us today, man. They're here to laugh at us today. I wonder how many people will be watching. There's 40 of you watching now. Big up all yourselves, yeah. But if I do not find 40 when we are 1-2s and we're in the points and we're in the podiums, frauds.
Like 2 man up,
3 man. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, Azair, bro. That's it. If you see us 3, these lot are frauds for sure. Back Marker Mike, what's going on? Just glad that my tag matches my life as a McLaren.
Back marker, Jesus.
Mike, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You need to change that to front row, Mike. Yeah, you're gonna need to change that to front row, Mike. Okay, let's have faith. Positive thoughts. Big up yourself as a McLaren supporter. You done know. Uzair says if they bring back the Vodafone livery, they will start winning everything. I like. Talk to them. Listen, I need that chrome. Huh? I need that chrome. I'm here for it.
Listen, it's not about delivery, bro. Let me be honest with yourself. Let's have an honest conversation, brother.
We got to hold on to something. Hold tight, Joel. He says McLaren need Audi to come in with a rocket in 2026.
Call us Audi McLaren. I don't care. If we got the rocket ship, and I know Audi don't really like Mercedes because of stuff that's been going on outside of Formula One. You know what I'm saying? Build us that rocket ship, baby.
Listen, man, even a Volkswagen, bro. You never know, man.
Volkswagen's even bigger. What biggest car manufacturer in the world?
Well, there you go. Give us the V-dubs. You know what I mean? We'll stick a Wolfsburg logo on there. No problem. Like, just give us the engine. That's all I care about right now. Big up Nathan. I think the problem with the McLaren is that it's just not very quick. If they fix that, we should be fine. Yeah. Look, I think all is true.
Quite a simple way of looking at things.
Listen, mate, if you make it faster, we win races. I totally hear you, bro.
If you score goals, you win games.
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen analysis.
That's a Michael Owen one there. The season is long, guys. The season is long. GHG backed.
It's not like them days where it was like 15, 16 races. It's a long time.
That's what I'm saying. And them triple headers where we're going to have to watch it back to back to back. Us getting absolutely moved to. This is what we can't do. This is what we can't do. Big up to William. I nearly called you Liam for some reason. Big up to William. McLaren might have shown their hand way too early at Barcelona, causing them to be caught out for the rest of the field. Maybe. But then again, if they're just running, if they're just putting in times and getting some laps in, what I'm saying, it's a bit.
I promise you, if we brought out that car that we brought out in Barcelona, we would not be with the position we're in. They did something. They did something. They thought, when you think you're too clever, you start editing your answers when you're doing an exam. That's what they done. That's what they done.
You see, Martz, yeah, for the disrespect, I'm gonna have to go back to William, and then we'll get to Martz's comment, because what I've just seen on my screen, unbelievable scenes. There's time to recover, but if form stays stagnant, then heads need to roll. And we need to focus on either 2023 or the new engine regs. Oh my God. Please no. We can't wait that long. It's a long time. It's a long time, man. They'll sort it out. They'll sort it out.
No, but you know what though? Check this out. I don't know. Obviously, we've got a cost cap and everything that's going on.
Yeah.
The one benefit of being a customer team is that you're flexible. You could just change up. So whatever engine is popping, you can go to them. The only one that we can't go to is Ferrari, because they're not going to give us an engine.
Never.
We're not going to be called Ferrari McLaren. That's not going to happen. So, look, right now, the only options are what? Renault, Red Bull powertrains, maybe. And that's about it.
That's as far as it will go.
It gives us the flexibility to kind of judge the situation. And if we get to like 2024 and it's like, Renault's got a popping engine, we just go back to Renault. But we need to be in control. I think it's been too long now. It's clear to see you have to make your own engine, be your own guy. Aston Martin's even saying the same things right now. Like, they're trying to have their own engine rather than be dependent on other teams. And I think that's the way forward if you want to dominate, man.
It's for sure. It's true. I remember doing some research years ago about why don't McLaren supply their own engine, seeing as they got a road car. And I can't remember what the technicalities were. But I think it was one of those that they would like to, but they can't. So they're going to have to go elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? They're going to have to holler at somebody else. And maybe imagine a BMW McLaren. That would be hilarious.
Oof. Might have to bring that back, way.
I have to bring that back.
Bring back
you see, Martz, yeah? Man, why are you doing this to me? Huh?
Go away, man.
Wait there. Off the Merc. And do you remember how dreadful...
Okay, so then the Williams is even slower. And that's the Martz even slower. So I don't know what that point is. Martz is one of the greatest haters of all time. So congratulations, man.
Oh, man.
He's the greatest hater on Pit Stop. So if you guys are out here watching, listen to Pit Stop Fracas, our latest episode. We did it with Don Robbie. Shout out Don Robbie.
Yes, I saw that, man.
Martz went toe-to-toe with Don Robbie, and he was in his hater bag.
What's Robbie's team? Or is he just Hamilton?
I think he's Hamilton still.
Hamilton. Okay. I'll type Superman, who's replied to William. Ferrari did that too, but it didn't last. I'm guessing he's talking about sort of heads needing to roll.
Yeah.
Because remember, Ferrari went through that sphere of just like chopping guys. And
they were firing guys left, right, center, man.
And things just didn't change, did they? This one hurt. This one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Renault or Mercedes is disrespectful. Yeah, I'm asking just based on the weekend's action. Just based on the weekend's action, okay? Because what is Alonso and Ocon doing in the top 10?
Weren't they the joke of testing? Everybody was laughing. L Plan, all them things there. They got 2-point finishes. Double point finish.
Double points finish.
I think the engine's fine.
The car was on fire last week or 2 weeks ago.
I think they're fine now, but
and in practice, Ocon's body just went off. Like there was a lot going on.
To be fair, obviously Renault engine can't chat to Mercedes. This ain't 2012. This ain't 2011. Come on, let's be serious, man.
It's not. Nathan saying, do you think they'll be better at medium fast speed corners tracks?
Maybe.
Or medium to fast speed corners? I mean, the thing is,
Jeddah basically got no corners.
Well, yeah. I mean, no. The thing is, I'm nervous of your Monzas and stuff like that. You know, the fast speed corners. I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm trying to think what's kind of the next couple of races that we could look at and say, do you know what? You know, we're looking. We could be okay here. I mean, Saudi.
Jeddah's quite fast. Australia's got like medium corners when I'm thinking about it. They don't really have loads of slow corners.
Yeah.
Imola's just fast.
Imola's fast.
Imola's just like you don't barely need to brake to go around Imola.
Yeah. And then
What we got after that? Miami looks like straight lines. I don't know. We can't make any judgment on Miami. No. Monaco, slow corners were finished.
Spain's in between that. So Barca's in between Miami and Monaco.
Do a glory run in Spain. Let's do it.
Do it on Science's perch, bro. You know what I mean? Just have to do it, man. It's got to do it.
100%, man.
Hold tight. Mark's saying McLaren will be fine. So he's reined it in.
Oh, it's not here no more. Oh my god.
Oh, is that sarcasm? Let's see.
I don't know, man. I have to check the tone of his voice, man.
We have to see. Hold tight. Ronald David Onas. Hope I got that correct. I think Renault engine is far better than Mercedes engine right now. Yeah. Oh,
that's a spicy take.
Yes. He says, I just wish Aston can do well in the near future with the new engine they're making, supposedly. Yeah, let's see. I want to see
what the Aston Martin engine saying. At least, obviously, they're a manufacturer themselves. They make cars. You know? So.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch, man. I hope we get to see them. Ron Dennis would cancel Ricardo for real.
1,000,000%.
For sure. All this
Ricardo couldn't run. He wouldn't be. You would never see Ricardo smile again.
Nah. Oh, there's no smiling. Absolutely not. It's that whole old school versus new school argument. What's that? Oh, was it what the I guess talking about tennis.
The culture.
Yeah, you already tried bringing him back with McHonda, and it didn't work out. McHonda was repug.
I think that was a total failure of management, and we were broke as well.
Mind you,
we're still suffering from that 100 million fine, man. We're broke, man. We used to be balling, bro.
Well, man, were made redundant.
FAA gave us the largest fine in sport history.
We're finished. That was a fine and a half, man. Honestly, it was.
That destroys companies, bro.
It was a farce. You know what I mean? We're making Mandem redundant last year. You know, it's not on. It's not on. The coolest you'll get to PR is a comeback of Tuned.
We're done, man. Kwame, lie, man. Go away, bro.
Tuned, you know. At least we were in the top 3 then. At least, you know what I mean. Mixing with the top 3s then. Oh boy. Big up to everybody watching right now. There was 50 of you just then. Please hit the like button as well and subscribe to the channel. McLaren Talk will be here every Tuesday after a race weekend, 7 p.m. UK time. Please keep it locked. You know, it's mad that Tuned was under the Ron Dennis era. Honestly, like, for real.
Hey, listen, very weird stuff was under the Ron Dennis era. They had fucking Lewis Hamilton like flying in the sky on some. I don't know what was going on. I remember all of that shit. That was crazy shit, man.
They made. I mean, I blame Jensen. I'm just gonna blame Jensen. Jensen seems like somebody who's just like, yeah, man, free guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just live life. Let everything be nice and rosy. He's got his one title. That's what he cared about. He got his title. Doesn't care anymore. Didn't care at all. Oh, to be fair, Ron Dennis line that was hilarious. To be fair, now Pete Lewis's Brazil engine was on smoke.
It was. Hey, turn it up, bring that back. Yeah. If that engine comes in this year, then Mercedes has got very much of a chance.
That Lewis performance in Brazil last year, it's one of the
Lewis
greatest.
Cooking, yeah, and the car looked so fake. I was like, this is crazy, bro.
It was the greatest performance of all time for a Formula One weekend. It's not 100%. Spoken about enough. It's 100%. Not spoken about enough. It was a fast. My man overtook 25 cars basically in a weekend.
Brother, the sprint race he was absolutely frying people.
Yeah,
left. Remember that overtake on Norris? My word,
nasty. It was nasty. Said they got what's it called? Bat says they're gonna compete for P4-5 in the constructors. Maybe.
I hope so.
I mean, who's in the challenge? Who do you think is going to challenge for the constructors in terms of? Oh God,
Alfa Romeo.
Are we mixing it with Gunter and Bottas? No chance. We can't be in a sandwich between Bottas, friggin' what's my man, Fred Vasseur, and Gunter Steiner. You've got to be kidding me. We can't be in that sandwich.
Boy, listen, Gunter Steiner. Yeah, I was putting him on like if this car ain't good, you're getting sacked, bro. And he just saved it out of the bag. K-Mag, I drive that I rate highly.
Yeah. Well. Former McLaren man, obviously we got time for people like that. You know what I mean?
100%.
But I mean, Haas are 3rd right now. Yeah, Alfa Romeo 4th. Like, what is going on? It's not even like Alpine are there. It's not even like Alpine's there where you could say, you know what? Because you know, like if when Red Bull flop and whoever else flops, you think, okay, maybe the Alpine and maybe the Aston Martin get pushed up a little bit. That Alfa Romeo and Haas, this is scary stuff.
If you was gonna ask me what 4th, 5th, and 6th is, I'll probably say Alpine, Haas, Alfa Romeo.
Is it?
Like if you're asking me now, obviously it might not transpire like that, but that Haas looks proper, man.
All of a sudden,
car, man. They use their wind tunnel time wisely, bro.
And they did say last year, innit? Because remember last year's car was basically 2020's car.
Yeah, they didn't do any upgrades.
They did nothing. So at least, you know, the least they could do is be in the top 5. Do you know what I mean? It's the least they could do. Walter says Van Dorn is Merc reserve driver now. So how many of them are there? I swear there's more.
They got him doing the Albon role. You know, when Albon was the reserve driver for AlphaTauri, he was the reserve driver for Red Bull. He was the DTM driver. He was drawing. He was doing social media posts. He was doing reenactments of Silverstone. They had man doing everything, bro.
Yo, he went to make sure I'm back in Formula One. What does it take? Because he never left the face at all. As much as he wasn't on track, he was everywhere.
They had him in a Red Bull sweatshop, bro. They had him doing everything.
Kwame says, want to know these man's opinion on their reserve driver situation and Van Dorn.
And listen, just bring we've kind of like made plans for the future in terms of the young driver program that we're gonna got. So we got Colton Herta, we got Patricio Award from IndyCar, both of them guys. We got Hugo. We got lots of like upcoming talent in the team, but they're not our reserve drivers, and a lot of them are in the IndyCar at the moment. So it's not like you could just tell them come over and fill in a slot. You know what I mean? But boy, maybe that's the thing that we need to kind of work on. We need people that are working on like proper drivers in the simulator. You know,
let's be serious, man. Have one reserve driver and make and line them up to be the next McLaren driver. Do you know what I mean? Like when we're seeing how many we reeled off how many names earlier, you know, and I think the official one is probably Van Dorn, but Piastri was announced or was rumored to be announced at the least.
Why do we even need Piastri? No, but to be fair, if I see PDR in our car, I'm gonna throw up.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got PDR on the wing. Like, what's he doing there? Like, do you know what I mean? He's just out there on the wing. Yo, there's 37 people in the chat, yet only 16 likes. Get liking. Big up to Chiss.
Like the ting, man.
Chiss
like
Grass.
the ting, bro.
Please do, man. Please do. Big up to everybody that's locked in, though. Truly appreciate it. Mahad is on point. Looks like McLaren is more invested in the IndyCar program than the F1 team.
Boy,
that's a worry there.
And the IndyCar team's doing all right.
It's doing all right. You know what I mean? It's doing all right.
I'd start with IndyCar.
All right. Allow it, man. You see F1 fanatics.
We've got teams. We've got Extreme in it. We've got Extreme. You've got all of them.
F1 fanatics, Mike and Steven, them man, they're trying to get me onto that IndyCar, but I can't, man. I can't watch two racing like sports. Does that make sense? I can't watch another one. Like it's just too. Formula One takes up far too much.
One thing I'll say is, and this is an observation I made while I was watching the race, the cars look in F1 now look so slow on TV. I don't know whether it's an optical illusion or not. It looks so slow. And then I watched IndyCar and I was like, IndyCar looks faster than F1. When did this happen? When did this happen? Maybe because these cars are moving like boats, they're way heavier now, right? So we'll see how these new regulations work out in terms of viewing.
That did impress me first weekend off. Like the cars are not as fragile as they used to be, where anything and everything will just break.
Oh, they were bumping into each other. No wings was getting thrown.
Well, I think there was a few little touches, and then it did, but it caused no damage whatsoever. There was I think there was a few like near the midfield at the back in turn 1, turn 2.
Like tanks, man.
Yeah, they're tanks. They are looking, and that's one thing IndyCar's got. They got some reliable cars. Not everyone, it's not debris flying everywhere. You catch my drift. Dan says Mercedes have James Allison, Red Bull have Adrian Newey, but who does McLaren have? Whitmarsh and all them man bust out. Listen, let Whitmarsh.
We got James Key.
We've got James Key. That's absolutely correct. Let Whitmarsh and them man drown Aston Martin. Yeah, let them do that over there. Okay, the way they dealt with Otmar. Yeah, Safnauer. Not impressed. Not impressed. That's a good point, AMG. Seems like McLaren are more focused on Indy Extreme E and even road cars rather than just F1 back on the just like.
Hey, listen, we've got to make money, man. We're not in the type of situation other teams are in where they're just fully bankrolled. You know what I'm saying?
Goodness.
We got to make bread.
Award as well.
Award's a hooper, man. He's a driver, bro.
He is good though, but yeah, another one. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, another one. James Key. Did he come from Toro Rosso?
James Key. He was the technical director at Ferrari 2012, bro. From what I remember.
What was 2012 Ferrari saying? What when Alonso was having to carry a
bus?
No.
I don't. I think he got
the title.
I think it was halfway through the season that he came in, and then obviously 2013, 2014, and them cars were mid.
So mid.
2014. Actually, who was the guy in 2014? James Allison. That car was terrible. So boy.
Hold tight. Cynic 98 says, I like Danny Rick, but I think McLaren needs to focus more on the future. Wouldn't mind seeing Gasly in that seat. Yeah, Gasly. I wouldn't mind that either. Gasly's all right. Gasly's all right. Can't complain.
I'd rather take a gamble, see what's going on.
Here we go. Huh? Giovanni, huh? We've started, have we? Yeah, we've started. Okay. They've come to play.
When Ferrari Fans TV comes out, I'm going to be there.
We will. Where is Ferrari Fan TV? Yeah, I am ready for you.
I'll even put Italian translate on.
You know, just give it to me, bro. I've watched Serie A my whole life, so I know a few things. AMG then says maybe they spread their resources too thin. Talking about McLaren, obviously going back to back with Kwame there. Hold tight, Spike. If Ferrari and Haas are sharing wind tunnel data, the cars would look more the same. I mean,
yeah, maybe they did plan A, plan B. You know how Ferrari always talk. Plan A, plan B on the radio. That's what they did. They did Haas plan A.
Okay, Carlos.
Alfa Romeo plan B. Their car plan C.
Oh,
different concepts.
You know, Ferrari would get up to some mischief like that, though, for sure.
Ferrari are sickos, bro. They're known for that behavior. Bro.
Yo,
the guys that wrote the think about the guys who wrote the regulations. Yeah, Ross Brawn, Jean Todt, Stefano Domenicali. Why would they not write it to benefit them? Do you know what? I was talking about this in the pit stop group chat. I was saying,
yeah,
bro. When Ross Brawn in Barcelona testing said, they asked him, what car do you like the most? And he said, Ferrari straight away. No even thinking, Ferrari. I said, this is corruption. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on. They gave him the blueprint 2 years ago.
Straight in. Yeah, no, it's sus, isn't it? All these men
are sus, man.
It's so sus.
Who's Charles Leclerc's manager? Jean Todt's son.
Is it?
Yeah. Written in the stars, bro.
Them man there, they're flaky, man. Haha, James Key, you know. Yeah, them men are finished like Jamie O'Hara.
Hey, man's doing up Talk Sports London.
Jamie O'Hara. As an Arsenal fan, I'm appalled.
Oh,
Norris has a toxic mentality. What?
He's got that dog in him. Listen, I rate Norris. He's got that dog in him, bro.
Snide.
Do you know one thing I'll tell you right now? Yeah, Norris don't rate none of these, man. None of the drivers.
Yeah,
from every single one, all 19 drivers on the grid, he don't rate them.
No, big up Norris.
He thinks he's better.
Big up Norris.
And that's the mentality you need to have, man. It's not toxic. I don't
want people that are happy to be here. I want people that want to win.
100%.
This idea, McLaren was for too long was a fun place. You know what I'm saying? People like, you know, at the time, even Van Dorn, people like that. It was all fun and games. That's why I like Magnussen. Actually, Magnussen's got that dog in him as well.
100%. Man. I think the problem is Ricciardo ain't got that dog in him, bro.
Nah, he doesn't.
That's why I'm happy. Look, we're tied down Norris now for a while. There's no exit clause, nothing like that. If we are in the mud, he'll drag us out of it.
Huh. That's honestly, Ricciardo, bruv, you need to improve this year. Otherwise, we will be having a question. Remember we jumped on live last year, he said,
"Yeah,
don't as in it's like he didn't have any regrets." Like winning a title.
Oh yeah, when he said, "Oh yeah, I don't have any regrets winning the title. I don't expect to win the title."
Yeah,
like he's content. I was like, what?
Nah.
I asked Fernando Alonso that. 55-year-old Fernando Alonso. Right now, ask him.
He said, "I've come to Alpine to win titles." That's what he said. Bare face. You know what I mean? Spike says also, sorry, I feel terrible for McLaren. I really thought they'd be up front this year, but I've been a Ferrari fan since '82, so Forza Ferrari. Hey man, talk your talk.
Through pain, man. When you think about it.
Oh yeah,
a lot of pain, bro.
Yeah.
When you think about it, from '82 and that, he's had some periods where
he's known his fair share.
Early '90s and that it was peak.
It was known his fair share.
All the '90s, actually.
You know, all of the '90s, really. Kwame says that's what I think the issue could be makes sense, as a lot of teams like Ferrari, Haas, and Red Bull, AlphaTauri do that after reg change, but I don't know how big McLaren is compared to them.
I don't know if we could get a kind of sister team relationship going on.
We might
I'm hearing a lot of, if I'm hearing a lot that if Andretti come into the sport, we're going to start sharing stuff with them, just because their drivers. We're kind of like got the whole American link with Zach Brown and stuff, and we're already involved in IndyCar. So I don't know whether we could have that situation going on. I think it 100% benefits you if you've got that relationship. 100%, because off the racetrack you can share information and that type of stuff and parts, and you kind of like can develop your drivers, because you can put them the drivers that you want coming up into the sister car, like how Red Bull have been doing. Or you could help you on the track, like how we saw last year with AlphaTauri and Red Bull. Like their man were doing crazy tactics to kind of stop Hamilton winning, and you got Yuki holding up Lewis, and you got Gasly trying to hold up Lewis and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of helps you on track and off track. Yeah,
it does. That'll be very, very interesting. I'll be intrigued. I'll be definitely intrigued.
Listen, if they're playing a dirty game, play it.
You got to play the game. Gasly to McLaren if Daniel Ricciardo underperforms. Yeah. It's a cheeky little one, isn't it? I'll definitely look at that. I'll entertain it. That's for damn sure.
If you asked me this time last year, before the season started last year, who's better, Gasly or Daniel Ricciardo? I'd say Ricciardo.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's Gasly is a future talent, but as for right now, I mean,
Gasly's clear right now.
Yeah, it's tough. It's absolutely tough. Kwame says with pace, like I'm referring to topping tests. That's not a fluke. With pace,
that's true. We're talking about topping Barcelona testing.
Oh, topping testing, yeah.
I don't think that was a fluke that we topped it, but it doesn't really matter. Does it really matter? It kind of shows that we're fast.
It depends
because when you look at the time, it's not that far off the time of like last year's quali laps and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it depends what they were looking for. What were McLaren looking for when they did those tests? That's it. True. So, Kwame says, and the fluctuation, as I don't think there's a midfield this year, so it's going to be tight. Okay, so he's not necessarily saying that, you know what, one day, near the front or like, to upper midfield, and then it will be such a dramatic end. It's just the fact that there's really no middle teams, possibly this year.
If there's no middle team, then we can't really say, who's going to be
one or the other.
We don't even know who. We can't really decide who's a complete back marker. We'll see it test the test, innit? No test the test, race the race.
Let Norris finish last. You're doomed, Mahad.
Listen, I've picked my stocks. I've invested in my guys. You know what I mean? I ain't hiding. I ain't running nowhere. Norris is that guy. Yeah.
Norris is the guy. Trust me, he's the guy. What you man saying? Big up Tariq ads in the building. We saying I see the Pierre Gasly right there. We like him. Mahad still. What's he saying? Hiding.
Listen. I'm not hiding my hairline. I'm just having a very bad hair that ain't gone to the barbers. Shout out to Tariq though. Shout out to Tariq. Pit stop fracker member. Shout out to Tariq.
Yeah, I'll take the pit stop fracker gang. Obviously, hiding. What's it called? I'm here for blood. Oh, come on. If Norris ends up
these Ferrari fans out of here, man.
It's Ferrari as well, yeah.
I can tell, man.
Look at them. Look, they're here, full of face.
These guys are like, when like piranhas when there's blood in the water.
Listen, I need to find you when we do 1-2s. I need to find you guys, okay? You 100%. Don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Hey, I'm not laughing. This Ferrari fan is gutted for McLaren this year. I really wanted y'all up ahead of Merc. Outside Spike.
He said traditional. He wants
traditions. Yeah? He wants Hakkinen and Schumacher. Yeah?
He's had enough of this Merc and Red Bull nonsense.
I like it. It feels too weird. It's too new. Hold tight, Darwin Diaz. Definitely the power unit. He's blaming the power unit there. Saying that's not the one. It's not the one. Do you know what I mean? It's not the one. Canadian Gringo, unless I pronounce that wrong. If you were Daniel Lando and McLaren were in the gutter all season, would you jump ship going into 2023?
Why would I jump ship? I've been in the mud.
Yeah,
they've been in the mud. Lando can't jump ship. There's no. We're holding on to it for dear life.
Yeah,
Daniel, he can jump ship, but where's he gonna go? IndyCar? DTM?
What team? Because he ain't joining no team. No one will touch Danny Ricciardo.
He asked for a lot of money as well, so he's going to either have to take a major pay cut and take a step down in terms of what team he's going to, or where would he go? I don't know where he's going to go. NASCAR. I don't know.
Aston Martin is the only one I can think of.
Quick Sport, Mitchum. I don't know.
And even then, you know what I mean? It's not going to get better for him than this, for sure.
Team Sport, bro. He's going to Team Sport Mitchum, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I wouldn't jump ship. No way. I'm extremely angry. That's the words of Lawrence Stroll for sure.
That's Lawrence Stroll, definitely.
Honestly, yeah. Like literally, if this is his comment, like he did this about 2 years ago. Do you remember the brake duct thing? Was it last year or the year before?
He was mad about some brake duct thing. I remember. Oh, look, let me see the exact quote. That, Aston Martin's car lacks downforce and is above the minimum weight, so it's overweight. Yeah. Saturday evening after qualifying, Lawrence Stroll was quite angry at the performance.
Mind you, he's put a lot of money in there, man. You know,
you're going to be angry at your son. He's not going to be angry at your son. He's going to be angry at the guys in there. You know what I mean? What's his name? Mike Crack. Mike Crack is the funniest name, bro.
He needs to double barrel that. He needs to get his mum's name in there as well.
Michael, man. Come on, bro. Big man thing.
No, for real. The thing is, he knows what he's doing. He knew what he was doing. There's no way he could just sit there and just take it like that.
He ain't got no brethren to just pull him to the side like, you know, that sounds a bit mad still.
He knows it's mad.
He sounds like, you know, when in The Simpsons, Mo, in the bar.
Yeah.
And they give him the joke names, the fake names. That's what his name is, bro.
That's exactly it. Anybody here from Mike Crack? Oh, dear. McLaren should use the copier machine again. I'll type Abdullah's vlogs.
Woo! Hey, if we get another 100 million fine, boy, we're out of it.
Oh my god,
we're done as an organization.
Hilarious stuff. Rock 2007 back. Nah, allow it, man. Allow us, man. Spike, the last 12 years have been very disappointing to be a Ferrari fan. They've been tough. But
you got close though. You got close. Alonso brought you close twice, man.
Alonso
was in a title fight.
Alonso he brought a bus to a fight. You know what I mean? Like he really did try. And Vettel flopped the base. Was it 2018? You know what I'm saying? He flopped the base then. Ferrari versus McLaren needs to be like Man United versus Arsenal. One team has returned to the top whilst the other is worse than ever before. Who's at the top with Man United and Arsenal?
United at the top.
I mean, who? Who's
what's going on that analogy? I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know, man. And Ferrari, listen, one little win, yeah?
One win, they're saying they're back. They ain't won a race in 1,000 days, bro.
He's right. They are Ferrari. Man United are Ferrari because when Solskjaer got them through against PSG and they were like, yeah, bang, put the contract on him. Then I thought they were flying high.
Only at the wheel. So what we're saying, but not at the wheel.
Only at the wheel, my friend. You know what I mean? Outside Supra. Busting jokes. Yo, how long we be going on for? An hour and 17.
Hour 17 minutes, bloody hell.
How long we going on till?
We'll do an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. Okay, I can't even lie. I'm a McLaren fan. I used to hate Ferrari with a passion too, but current team of Leclerc, Sainz, Binotto is so likable, and the car is beautiful. I can't lie. The car. No, do you know what? Here's my only disagreement with the car. I need the white. Where is the white in that car?
No, man, the black is cool.
Black's nice, but red and black alone, I need some white in there. Give me some white in there, something.
Considering they got Santander as their sponsor.
I lied. It's right there. Like, it's right there. I don't mind the car. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like it. It looks nice. But
do you think it's the best looking car?
No.
Which
my favorite is my favorite has got to be between Aston Martin and Alpine. And I mean the blue Alpine.
Is cold, man. Blue Alpine is cold, man.
Yeah, between the Aston Martin and that. What about yours?
I'll say Ferrari, Alpine, Aston Martin.
Okay. Yeah.
But the Ferrari, I think is
Ferrari's not bad. It's not.
I like the shape of it as well. The side pods and all that kind of stuff.
The side pods are delish. Absolutely. I'm all here for that. It won't be tough for it's a Ferrari. It won't be tough. Let's wait and see. McLaren has shares.
Oh, in Bahrain. Okay, I understand
that.
Okay. That's why they call it the home track.
Okay. Most sponsors are Bahraini.
Okay.
Bahraini? Or was that just
Bahraini? I think I'm gonna say Bahraini. That's my guess.
How are we pronouncing this? Amog Vardan. Ferrari is back, guys. Listen, steady. Yeah, one take at a
You
time.
can't. You have to stay calm. You have to stay
One
calm.
race at a
What was
time.
it? The person that won the first race hasn't won the championship for how many years? Bare years in a row.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
So
Oh,
you have to
snap.
stay calm unless you're hoping on a science championship or something.
You know, that's all mad still. Okay, so this is the thing. That cat
They own us.
Bahraini Royals own a large, I guess stake in McLaren Group.
Okay, so I'm learning stuff about my team today.
I'm learning. I used to like the West livery. Honestly, yeah, you can't go wrong with the West. You can't go. And I used to like it when they used to change it. I think for certain races, I think you couldn't allow cigarette sponsors, so they have like Kimi or Mika or whatever. That was cold.
Yeah, that was
kind of cold. That was kind of cold. Whoa, or whatever they're called, have shares in McLaren. I think.
Yeah. I think this is all about when we're talking about the track.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a Bahraini company. Yeah, West livery was great. People are
I think it's the GOAT livery, man, of all time.
Is it the GOAT? Yeah,
of all time, all liveries. I think that's the best livery.
Yeah, I do have a fond affection for the 2012 Vodafone Chrome one. Don't know what it is about it. Like, and don't get me wrong, I've watched F1 since '97, so I've gone through the West period, and I like the West, but there's something about that Chrome one. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
If he was going to ask me, I'd say West over Chrome. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. West over Vodafone, man.
I ain't losing sleep on it. That's for sure.
100%.
I like both. For sure. What's it called? Vodafone and West liveries are goated. We're goated. I don't like the papaya either. It looks like a back marker. It's got the arrows feel, isn't it? It's got
we're there now, man. We're there now, man.
You know what it was? I was waiting for Ferrari strategy to screw this race up for Charles. He was waiting.
Yeah, for real. Let them get him wrong or something.
He's had some bad. The thing is, I think if the car was correct and whatever strategy was right, I think Verstappen maybe could have gone ahead of Charles. Maybe.
No, when you recognize what happened with the DNFs and stuff like that, even if they fucked up the strategy and Verstappen was in the lead and Leclerc was second, Verstappen's car would have broken down anyway. So,
well, yeah. To be fair, the car breaks down. So
when you think about it retrospectively, the car would have broken down even if it was in the lead.
He was still adamant that he was going to win the race. Yeah. He was saying post race, if I could go faster my outlap, I would have won the race.
No, because your car broke down, bro. You have to go in the pits, cuz you have to retire. What are you talking about?
I'll take Stefan Thomas regretting the Lego purchase.
That's a lot of money, man.
I tell you what, the Lego had people they had them on the ropes, man. That Lego stuff had people on the ropes. No word of a lie. Aston Martin, what's it called? Hulkenberg. What was this? I'm trying to remember what this was referring to.
Oh, I can't remember.
But yeah, Hulkenberg was the car that was too hot. Okay.
Oh yeah. That's
another Mercedes one, yeah. Interessant. Just saying. That is so funny, man. Trying to keep up with these comments is a task. You know them ones.
Sometimes comments, man.
We come with agenda. We come with agenda. We ain't talked about nothing. But yeah, big up everyone that's leaving comments. We are gonna get through all of them. I can assure you. So big up yourselves for joining us. Yeah, the car that was too hot. Excellent. Hold tight, Fortune. McLaren had a radical interpretation of the pull rods. Maybe they've just goofed on the design all around.
No, but Red Bull got pull rods as well. But then they've got reliability issues also. I don't know. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I was watching Craig Scarborough. Shout out to Craig Scarborough. And he was basically saying, and Peter Windsor and that. And he was saying it don't really matter if it's pull rods or push rod. So Okay. Let's see, man. Let's see what happens this year, Fortune. Let's see. Ferrari will win Monza this year. Spack, come back when it's Monza. We do this after Monza. Come back. Because if they ain't, we'll come with you, bro.
We are ready for you. We got the receipts. This is recorded, by the way, and it stays 100%. On here. Comment says, but so did Red Bull, Fortune, and they were doing so well. So yeah, he agreeing with you there. Might be more than that. Apparently, they got mad issues. Power unit, brakes, downforce, all been reported.
That's what I basically said, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, man.
I think Norris was on Any Driven Monday yesterday.
Okay.
He kind of told them that at times the balance felt relatively decent. Yeah. It was going to end up slower than the majority. We just don't have enough downforce front and rear and just total downforce and total load. There's definitely some things that we can try to adapt and maybe change for the car to make it work a little bit better, but it's not solely that simple. A lot of it's the philosophy of the car and understanding really how to make it work properly. So it looks like a long job, bro.
So it looks like a proper long job. Uzair says Williams will never win anything again.
That is cool. That random Williams. Like, listen, at least we ain't Williams fans, innit? Because Williams ain't been eating since the 90s, bro.
Williams fans have to be like 45 plus, 8 years of age.
They kind of slyly got robbed in 03 because Montoya could have won the title.
Yeah. Williams BMW was a beast. Absolute beast.
That was a beast car. That was a front. That was winning races, bro.
Winning races and everything. Yeah. The Merc engine is struggling with cooling. So all of the the Mercs.
Aston Martin too hot. Alcala too hot. I don't know if it's happened to Mercedes. Maybe that's the reason why they've done the slim side pods to kind of aid the cooling. I don't know.
But then didn't they? But wasn't that the argument that how are they cooling that car if the side pods that went missing? Wasn't the big talking point of how are they going to cool that car down?
Boy,
it seemed like it was going to work against.
I don't know. Like there was a lot of conversation about what's the benefit of these side pods, the no side pod thing, and when you hear about Steiner and Bonotto saying we looked at it, the no side pod thing didn't really work out for us, and we're thinking they've gone the complete opposite and they've got quite large side pods.
Yeah,
what was the reason for that? I'd kind of sway to go to the guys that have won last 7 championships. Maybe their idea might be better, but Ferrari are proving that they've done a thing, man.
For sure. Hold tight, Shane. I said in 12 years, for real. They've had a hard 12 years. Ferrari had a hard 12 years. That's for damn sure. Hold tight, Makayo. I hope I got that right. This beats Arsenal Fan TV. Yeah, you done know. Big up the McLaren TV people locked in right now. Hopefully there's more McLaren fans, man, because honestly, I can't sit here waiting for the Ferrari guys to just diss us and the Mercedes guys finishing us. I'll take Toby. Some dim people on F1 Twitter saying Ricciardo is washed after that race, even though he had COVID and missed testing. Yeah. I mean, look,
no judgment, man.
F1 Twitter is a thing. You know the ones. It's a thing.
It's an interesting place.
It's an interesting place. That's for damn sure. But look, there is overreaction. But obviously, last year was not great. Even though he won a race, it weren't great. So he needs to improve, though. He really needs to improve this year. We can't have what he did last year at all. No chance. Makayo says, to be fair, F1 traditionally is about funding. It's what Ron Dennis was strong at. He raked in the cash and hired the right people. Same as Zach's doing. McLaren will come back in a couple of months. I hope you're right, Makayo. I hope you're right. McLaren glory days were as a factory team with Honda and Mercedes. They need that engine deal.
100%.
For sure.
That's when we were eating. That's when we were cooking. When we had that exclusive partnership with Honda, when we were called McLaren Mercedes in the 90s, we were eating. Now we've got shifted over to total customer team, and we're just really dependent on what. Listen, Red Bull kind of saw it already. Red Bull was like, "Yo, why are we relying on Renault, man? They've basically destroyed our turbo hybrid era." It's kind of like, as a customer team, you're really disadvantaged. You need to put that investment into becoming.
And correct me if I'm wrong. When Red Bull were winning championships with the Renault engine, was there no Renault at the time? Works team.
No, I think it came back as Lotus. But there was a period of time. Remember, there's the beginning bit, they weren't, and then they came back. They came as Lotus, Renault, whatever. But them times, I think they had. The thing is, with Red Bull, them times they had a super engine, but especially 2012 times, it weren't reliable.
No,
Vettel used to DNF quite a lot, man.
Yeah.
The car would break down, so that was
2012. Yeah, due to Renault's reliability issues, it got everybody else in the title race. There was too many men in that title race than what needed to be. Even though we would have loved it, But Makayo, that is such a big comment for sure. We need an engine deal. That's no lies, and that was said in there. Spike says can't just simply swap engine. You build the whole chassis around the engine, and they are all different. Yeah, see McLaren switch to Merc last year.
We could do that. We're not on a token system anymore but the problem is if you're going to do that, the cost cap, we're going to have to probably tank as well, like in terms of getting more wind tunnel time, and probably have to finish dead last so we can actually make that change. But I don't think we're there at the moment. I don't think my thinking is that we're going to keep this Merc engine until we get that deal in place with Volkswagen or Audi.
Cheshcross is saying that you can never use a Renault engine. That team will never dominate. I mean,
Red Bull dominated.
Red Bull had their time. They had their time.
Renault dominated in 2005, 2006.
Yeah, they gave,
and that was because it was more reliable than our Mercedes engine.
Yeah. It can happen. We can make it happen. Johan, Johan, McLaren used some Mercedes engines for their road cars as well.
Oh,
that is true. I have heard this. I don't know which ones in particular, but I have definitely heard that.
Kind of like how Minis use BMW engines.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, exactly. And Audi use Volkswagen engines, if I remember that.
Yeah, Audi's owned by Volkswagen, so
yeah. Max says to develop their own engine now and make it work properly would cost around 800 million minimum. McLaren don't have that financial power.
No, I think if the deal's going to be in place, let's say with Volkswagen or something like that, we're going to have to be sold to Volkswagen, and then Volkswagen take on that cost.
Yeah.
We're not going to be the McLaren, as you know. We're going to be called Volkswagen McLaren or McLaren Volkswagen. We're going to be owned by Volkswagen.
Yeah. It'll be like that. Hold tight, Rubinho. You're done, though. Pete, this is what happens when you support that rotten tangerine.
Man's killing me out here, man.
What is going on, Robin? Huh? Rubinho, what are you doing to me? I knew it wasn't serious when I saw those colors. Excuse me. Yeah. Before you get to us, have you seen some of the colors on this grid? Don't get up. Don't get to us just yet. Listen, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there. Don't worry, we'll be there. Metal Mike, what's going on? Sent by Tomo. Big up Tomo. Big up everybody from California. You're done, though. All the Americans out there.
I was out there a couple months ago. Lovely place.
Where are you? Where in California?
I was in LA. I was in Laguna Beach, Orange County, all them places there.
Look at this guy. Place, man. Living it large. You know, I've never been to the West Coast. I've gone to America about 20 times. I've never been to the West Coast.
It's far, but it's worth it, bro.
It's a must. Let's be clear. It's a must. Between this year and next year, you will find me there. You know what I'm saying? You will find me there. So shout out to Metal Mike. We'll link up when we come down to California. We'll meet up. Have a few drinks while we watch the what Grand Prix will it be then? Maybe it could be like around the Monza times.
Hey, it's dedication. I was watching the Jeddah race out there. It was like 5 a.m., bro. It was dedication, bro. Early in the morning.
By the way, as well, sending people through, man. Big up yourself, Tomo. Spike, I miss Imola before the reconfiguration. Yeah. I mean, Imola's always one of those, like, for nostalgia, you know, San Marino Grand Prix, right? For the nostalgia, I love it. But then it's like, when the race happens, it's not very boring. Let me not go that far. But where can you overtake? It's like Monaco adjacent.
You can kind of like, I don't know, man. There's not really any overtaking spots. Do you know what? Because I do a lot of racing on the F1 game.
Okay,
and it's a nice track. It's really fun to drive. I can understand why the drivers like to drive on it. It's challenging as well. But like you just said, it's not built for modern day cars, man.
By the way, they need to sort out Monaco because these cars are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and Monaco is not going to suffice.
Monaco, you only need to watch Saturday because you'll know what's going to happen on Sunday. That's what I call it. It's heritage, isn't it? The quali session, elite, best quali session.
You need to have it. It needs to be there for sure. And I'd love to do a Monaco trip one day. Millionaire status. That's what it will have to be, boy. I said Aston Martin, Renault. You could definitely see them going that way. They could turn around and say, like, you know, but then with a Renault Works team still there, I don't know. It depends.
Renault is the biggest car manufacturer that's here. I think Renault is even bigger than Mercedes.
Like,
for them to be where they are, what the hell are they doing? They got bare money.
It's a farce. It's an absolute farce because they're another one that's got like leadership problems. You know what I mean? There's too many cooks, or everyone's always complaining and blah blah.
Yeah, you heard the whole situation with Alan Prost before the season started. He had to leave his role because he had arguments with them guys that lead in. But bro, that man got bare money. You should be doing way better, man. And you design your own engine. The whole destiny's in your own hands, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'll type Mary Benny. Who finished on a podium?
I don't know what that's referring to, but it was Charles Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton.
Yes.
Shout out to Mary, though.
I'll type Mary saying, "Hi guys, what's going on?" McLaren last championship was with Lewis, the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
But do you know how depressing that comment is, bro?
When was Ferrari's last championship?
Hi-yo.
We're in the same spot, man.
For sure. She might not be Ferrari.
I know she might not be Ferrari. She's probably Mercedes or something. But
Mercedes, like, yo, 2021. 2020. She's like, yo, 2020. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing. No talk about this. Would you guys bring back Cosworth? The name doesn't sound legit to me. It's always a team I never took seriously for some reason. Huh?
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, man. It just looks like a team that's not serious.
It's not.
I mean, I can't. It's too British. I don't know. Cosworth. What? No, man. I need something that means serious. That it sounds strong. It sounds legit. It sounds fast. You know them ones. That's what I need. Didn't Mercedes pay most of that fine though? Mercedes.
I don't know. Well, was McLaren Mercedes then? So
yeah, I guess so. Spike's response to Chess Cross. Cosworth said that they wouldn't come back with the hybrid engines. They were a supplier until the hybrid engines came about. Then they dropped out. See ya.
Said, we ain't doing that.
See ya. I'll type Metal Mike says, on the bright side, I'm sure McLaren will win in the yearly development battle compared to the others.
They might be good at it. That's one thing that I think that's going to happen quite a lot this season. Those teams that are really good at developing in season are going to fly up the rankings. Because you kind of see it. I think Red Bull used to do that quite a lot. They'll develop during the season. They won't really care about the beginning bit. So whatever we see of the Red Bull now, it's not going to be what we see at the end, because even we saw last year, they bring an upgrade to every bloody race. So it could be the same thing if Ferrari just decide we don't need to do anything.
I think McLaren need to get their finger out quickly, because the pack is so skewed. Like, this is the time to really go in with it, because if you wait long enough, and the pack starts everyone starts finding their feet where they are, can we still make an impact in there? I don't know.
We could possibly see teams whatever they are now, and then we'll get to Hungary, they're completely different team in terms of lap times, lap pace, everything like that. So we'll see how in season developments work in this season.
Yeah, big up Greg Allen F1. Thank you for coming on. Love that Tomo shouted out you guys, man. Big up to Tomo.
Shout out to Tomo, man. That's my brother, man.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs for sure. And he's brought you along, Greg. So great to have you. Great to have you on here. We'll try and keep it up as much as we can. Big up Metal Mike says, big up to Herta and O Ward. Yeah, for sure.
That's the talent of the future, B. For our team, man. We're thinking about the thing is when we do them type of signings, it made me think, okay, we're thinking about long term. This ain't the short term thing. Zach's lining everything up.
It's for sure. Spike says, I thought Piastri was Alpine's reserve driver. I think he still is.
He is 100%.
But like, wasn't he? I heard noise about McLaren. I don't know where I heard it from. I can't remember now. But it was like
there was an announcement. And basically
there was an announcement.
If from Alpine, and they basically said, if either Norris or Ricciardo are unable to race, we are offering you Piastri as a reserve driver to give them some racing experience. So obviously, if Alonso or Ocon are out, Piastri's going to drive for them.
Going to jump in,
but then we're going to basically share. So the whole reserve driver thing's kind of sorted out then, because Piastri's basically we're sharing reserve driver with Alpine. I don't know, something's happening here, because we're kind of sharing a relationship with Alpine, because Alpine are also doing the protest with Seidel regarding Haas and Ferrari. Yes. So maybe they're buddying up a little bit. I don't know what's going on there. We'll see how it develops.
We'll see how that goes, man. IndyCar team got pole. I don't know where they ended up. I didn't see what happened there. I'm not sure. He is, but McLaren may borrow him if they need him. Yeah, so Mako said it right there. Inside all we trust. That's right, Joel. Inside all we trust. We know 100%. He will make something. He'll make something come out of that. It's because the cars are so fat.
They look so weird going around corners, man.
They do, man. I don't know if I've got over it yet. It's not as bad.
They're not sharp. They have to be like, you know how before it was like, especially like 2014, 2015, when they're going around corners, they look proper nimble. These ones, they look like powerful, proper on the straights. They look proper fast. And then when you get to them corners, it looks like London buses, man, turning circles. Looking nuts.
I'll type fortune. James Key is the key to failure.
Hey, listen, at least you gave me that slander now, because if he starts effing up, that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to lie.
For sure, yeah. How bad does Mercedes Power Unit need to be this season for McLaren to go elsewhere?
If it goes bang every other race.
I think
that's the only way. Not because it's slow. If it goes bang every other race, it's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's what is the straw that breaks the camel's back? I don't really know. Of course, if we're DNFing like crazy, then yeah, for sure, we have to cut some tires. But where you go next, it's a phenomenal question. You know, maybe I have to chat to Renault again and be like, "Yo, you see that engine you gave us that time? Wasn't too bad." You know what I mean? I think we finished P3, didn't we, in the constructors with the Renault?
Yeah,
so,
we weren't that bad. We were better than last year. So, boy.
Yeah. Scoop on Football says, I'm guessing you're saying funny about that comment there. The Mercedes power unit is not bad this year. You don't go from having the best PU for the last 8 years to the bottom in one winter. Last year, it weren't all that either.
They were checking. Bottas still has engines in his yard. They gave him a lot of engines, man.
Yeah,
maybe it might be a situation how it was like back in the day, you know, where Merc engines mad powerful, but there's reliability issues. You got to change it every other day, because that's what we had in like 2003, 2004, 2005. Yeah. We had like a crazy powerful engine, stick it on pole, DNF after 2 laps. Yeah. So it could be that situation again, but we'll just see how it goes. You're right. I don't think it's gonna be the drop off's gonna be crazy. I think it's more about the other guys doing that.
Yeah.
So it hasn't dropped off from last year, but like Ferrari's made a rocket ship that's got more brake horsepower, or Red Bull trains, or Alpine, whatever. Has this progressed from last year? Has the engine got better from last year? That's the question.
How much so? Did they focus a lot on last year's battle? Could that be the reason why they haven't advanced as much as they should have? And as much as we know Mercedes to be phenomenal when it comes to their developments, who knows? We have to wait and see. The problem this year is the PU. It's the design of the car. I don't know if you're saying isn't, because I see the T there. Isn't the PU? It's the design of the car.
If we're looking at the quote of what Lawrence says, a lot to do with the philosophy of the car. There might be something. Maybe they need to have a better understanding of the philosophy of the car, or maybe James Hughes just effed it up. You don't know. It's either or.
Yeah. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Oh God, I don't think the Mercedes PU got worse. Ferrari just got way better.
Yeah, exactly what I just said
right there. So this year is rigged. F1 is scripted.
No comment,
bro. Them ones there. If that dog was a Chihuahua, then I feel for you.
He's talking about Norris, isn't it? He's got that dog in him, man. Well, and listen, I'll tell you that it's a debate. I think Norris is better. Norris is better than Gasly. Stop that. Let Gasly come to McLaren. We'll see what I've got.
Norris is.
Obviously, Gasly's got the race win over him.
Yeah, but I think pure aggression, pure pace. I don't think Norris is a beast. I'm sorry, Gasly to me is not a beast, but he's a good driver. But Norris is a beast to me. Not just because he's at McLaren, by the way. I like Charles. I think Charles Leclerc's a beast. You know what I mean?
Whereas there's some people that think Gasly. Some people think Gasly's better than Charles Leclerc, and I'm like, no,
insanity. Insanity. Like Charles Leclerc's the beast, and Carlos Sainz is a good driver. In the same way, I think Gasly's a good driver, and Norris is the beast.
100%. So I totally agree.
We'll see. Greg saying, I agreed that it's not bad, but it was Mercedes PU bringing up the end of the field.
Yeah. Basically, the last race, if you look at the last positions for all Merc cars, that's something that you can't ignore, though.
You can't ignore that.
That's a pattern right there.
You can't ignore that. But there's so many, mate. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. They're flying in. Big up to everybody locking in.
Shout out to everybody that's here, man. We're going to be doing this every race week. Yeah. On a Tuesday, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you come and check us out then. Scoop on Football said, this is why Ferrari are the F1 equivalent of Manchester United. Ex-Illuminati in high places. It's for sure. Magnussen got McLaren DNA.
I like Magnussen, man.
Yeah, Magnussen's
we done him dirty. Mother's life, we done him dirty, man.
We did Perez dirty as well when he came. It was an absolute horror show.
So when I think back at it, Magnussen and when he was with Button, it was kind of like even kill. It wasn't like Button absolutely finished him.
No, not even close. Yeah, Button wasn't finishing him at all.
But obviously we made the decision to say, look, we're bringing in Alonso, which is a no-brainer. But and it would have been very controversial if we just said, Button, you're out. We're keeping Magnussen.
Yeah.
But maybe if we were thinking maybe long term in the future, Magnussen could have been that guy.
Comfortably. Man said McLaren Academy moving like La Masia / Cobham. Obviously, we got a Barcelona fan here in the building.
Yeah, come on, man. We're back.
La Masia. I don't want to hear about Cobham. Yeah, I don't want to hear about no Cobham. Hey,
Cobham
Len.
and listen, Kwame is a Chelsea fan. I can tell, man. We're not on the
Hey,
same
Len.
level. Come on, there's levels
Hey,
to
Len,
this.
my friend. No, there's levels to this for sure. With this car, you could put Lewis and Max, and they'll still score 0 points.
I agree.
No word of a lie. Ricardo's second year at Renault was better, but this year is a new car again for him.
I'm not here to make excuses for Ricardo.
This is a guy he's driven 10 years in the sport, Greg. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kind of like, you know, them man that make excuses for Vettel and that. It's the same kind of scenario. I ain't making excuses for these men are big man in the sport.
Yeah,
they've gone through multiple regulations. I'm not having it.
Honestly, like if Ricardo wants it that bad, I think we'll be squeezing the life out of everything out of that car. I don't think he is. Sorry to question his mentality and whatnot, or question his effort, but I'm not seeing it. I'm genuinely not seeing it. In all fairness, if you know, like, it's a bad example because we've had Alonso's of this world, right, where they have drained everything. Yeah, they've drained everything they can out of that car, and this is what we got. You know what I'm saying? When Alonso was getting cars that were they had punctures and he was finishing in the top 10.
Oh, that Baku race, I remember.
The Baku race, yeah. You know, you think to yourself,
what?
Come on,
that was like a minute down.
That you know, exactly.
After you
that is worthy of like world championship stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyway, Mary says Norris needs to grow up in the head. What?
Listen, you have to remember he's the second youngest driver on the grid. Yeah, I think personally he just acts his age, but I think when it comes to actually being in the car and kind of like working with his team and stuff like that, I think he's a very serious guy, man. He's a very serious guy.
I mean, you know, look at his growth since he joined Formula One.
Like, it's only like that. The chart is like that.
It's done that, exactly. That's all he's done. Like, I think he's growing phenomenally, like year in, year out. The fact that he stays behind with the team and he's a mechanic at times. You catch my drift. Like, he's there. He's in the mud.
I've seen him in the background. He does all the analysis and data. He's working with the team. He's
in the trenches.
One thing I will say is, you know, when the people say they don't like Norris, they usually tend to say stuff about his personality and stuff like that because there's not a identified weakness. He doesn't have a blatant weakness. You know, some people will be like, "Oh, he's shit at quali," or "He's rubbish at this, he's rubbish at that." Yeah. There's no identified weaknesses.
No,
that clear of day of his racecraft or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
People try to pick on the personality instead. To me, some of the greatest drivers of all time in this sport are absolute not nice characters. When you think about it,
we spoke about this last year.
So I don't really. If you're doing everything you need to do on the track, I don't really care about what's going on off the track and your personality. I don't really care if you're doing what you need to do. And I think in that case, I don't think he's got any weaknesses. If he was terrible in one aspect of his thing, they'll be like, okay, criticize him for that, criticize him for that. It's not apparent what his weaknesses are because he's a very good all-rounder.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. Uzair says, even as a McLaren fan, the dream title fight is McLaren versus Ferrari versus Williams. I mean, I don't mind seeing Williams nowhere near this conversation. However, I understand the nostalgia purposes. I totally understand it, for sure. Especially those early 2000s. You know, that was a time to be alive.
I'd rather that. Get rid of Merck and Red Bull. I've had enough.
Yeah, Merck and Red Bull can bounce. Get out of here. And give us that Mercedes engine that's legit for us. Hold tight, Chris Knight. Yo, that is the biggest hot pause.
Whoa, listen, what's that guy Ferrari? This guy is crazy, cuz.
Yo, how is he still alive? This Don?
I don't know, man.
Because the food consumption, surely, like he must fast every other day to do the show. It must be the case. It must be the case. Chris Knight says, big up yourself, Christian Knight. Christian, big up yourself. They're back to those mid-2010 days. No, don't say this. We don't want negativity on this situation, okay? God, the mid-2010s. What a time. Oh, that was horrific. We can't be there. We can't be there again, Christian. We can't be there again. Daniel Tanaskar. It will suit him perfectly. It will suit him perfectly, honestly. You want to be happy and enjoy life? Go over there. I can actually see Danny going to NASCAR in a few years. Do you know what?
It's bait, man.
The more people are kind of bringing this up to my attention, I'm thinking, Okay.
He's getting to that age.
At least his name isn't Mike Hunt.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, listen.
Oh my lord.
Don't
Okay.
kill me, man.
Okay. Spike is on
Oh my
form.
god.
Spike is on form today. F1 drivers typically struggle in NASCAR. He would be better off in an IndyCar, says Greg Allen, F1. Spike again says Danny Rick likes NASCARs. So I could definitely see him going there. Hopefully he would do better than JPM or Juan Pablo.
Juan Pablo is one of the most legendary, underrated driver of all time.
So underrated, man. So underrated. We flopped him in that McLaren for sure.
100%
for sure. Orange is the new house. We've had this one as well. Listen, leave us. Now, white on a Ferrari looks ass. Okay, so talking back to the liveries. This is how far behind I am, guys.
Bro,
let me catch up.
Comments. You man,
let me catch
shout
up.
Out to you lot, man.
Shout out to everybody. But red and black is a killer combo. It is, but like I don't. Obviously, like I'm just speaking from nostalgia. Like Ferrari to me is red and white. You know them ones. So when I think of a red and black Ferrari, that's you got to go back, isn't it? Like early 90s or like 80s when you think about the nostalgic red and black. So it's just it's preference, that's all. But there's nothing wrong with the car at all. Just give me some white. That's what I'm saying. My favorite is the Alfa Romeo. Beautiful car.
It is beautiful.
Two issues.
Italian flag on the thing.
Mage. That is mage. But two issues I've got. The Alfa Romeo name, I don't like small letters, like lowercase letters. I hate it with a passion when Alpha is a small A, and I think Romeo is a capital, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a weird font. It's a weird font. I kind of like it though.
I can't stand it.
Alfa Romeo.
I can't stand it. Then the side view, like the red and white, right? Cool, good colors. Yeah. But it's like a block thing. It's just like a block, and it's not even like it's not moving with the car. There's no bends, there's no angles, nothing like that. Those are my two issues with that car. That's it.
I like the color scheme. The color scheme's cold, man.
Color scheme's great. And with
even like road cars, Alpha make beautiful cars, man. They know what they
do. They do. They're very powerful as well, man. Very powerful on the road.
It's looking good for Alpha this year, man.
Hey, let's hope, man.
Fan.
Listen, do you know what I want? I want Bottas ahead of George Russell all year long. Give me that. Give me that. That's what I'm asking for.
Wait. Why though? Why?
Because I think George Russell's a waste man still. I'm not gonna lie.
Especially, we coined it. Do you know what we call him in pit stop?
Go on.
We call him PR63. Everything's a PR opportunity for man. Every opportunity he's trying to get good PR. The way that whole thing in Drive to Survive, the relationship between him and Bottas, it seemed like he's a bit entitled to George.
I was furious when that happened. Was it Imola? Was that Imola?
When he slapped his helmet? I've never seen that in my life. If Max Verstappen did that, they would put death threats out on him. Exactly. Nah, he was moving mad. I said, nah, Bottas, I ain't got time for you, but I can't let you go down like this. Nah, I can't let you go down like this. Honestly, red and black Ferrari reminds me of the late 80s cars, though. Yeah. So if you're watching Formula One, then totally understand it. It's nostalgia for yourselves. The same way, like the Schumacher Ferrari was nostalgia for me. Like that's my earliest memory of Ferrari. Really and truly. So I get it. Listen, it's not bad at all, not by any stretch. Good livery. Definitely top tier livery for sure. I love how this stream is only Ferrari fans here to mock us. I know we need to get off this Ferrari talk, bro. I don't want to hear it. Hey, listen, if you are a McLaren fan, please subscribe to this. We're gonna be here every week. Come on, man.
Exactly.
We're gonna try and build a community here. We want to connect all McLaren fans around the world and give your fans a voice. And hopefully, in a couple of episodes, we can get some fans on it, man.
Yes, we need to. We want to get some McLaren. We need to get some McLaren fans on here, and give us your takes from the race as well, man. So there's a big plans for this channel this year. So we're looking forward to it. Look, I'm not jumping up and down, puffing my chest out in a red t-shirt or anything. I know it's one race. All I hope for is for Merc to be at most best of the rest. I hear you, man. I want that Merc demise. I'm not gonna lie. Man. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, Lewis, I hear you, yeah? I hear you. But remember, you left McLaren, okay? I ain't forgot that. Just saying. I ain't forgot that.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm the total opposite. I'm kind of like the guy that's like, I want Hamilton to win as much as he can. If Hamilton wins like title number 8, title number 9. I wish Hamilton had all the drivers' titles in the last couple of years, but Mercedes lose every single constructors. Mercedes winning constructors hurt me. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
It makes me sick.
No, I totally agree. Hamilton, look, because this is once in a lifetime kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially for people, you know, for black people and all this sort of thing. We're watching something before our very eyes, and we may have underappreciated this as well when he joined in 2007. You know what I mean? Maybe we were gassed in the first year, but then like as time went on, you look at how he was in the media. You know, Nicole and this, that, and the other. He needs to get his head right because he was sort of what's the word? Coasting. He was coasting through it like in Formula One, and as soon as he got serious again, it felt like then he started dominating. He said, "No, bun this, man. My career is short. I've got to do everything I can to win titles." And so, you know, but yeah, I hope so, man. McLaren Honda Marlboro livery was a painting. Yeah, it definitely was. What the Ayrton Senna days, yeah, man. Those were some times, boy. Those were some times. I wish I was around old enough to watch Senna in that McLaren, because I'd be unbearable.
I look at the highlights. It's crazy, man.
You know, I'm a 2007-8 McLaren kind of guy. Those cars were beautiful. Yeah, Uzair likes the complications, all the little details, the little flicks, and you know, he loves all that stuff. I've struggled with it, but
I don't like that generation of cars. They look a bit weird, especially the front wing.
And the wheel covers. The wheel covers are really they anger me, man. And especially in that era is worse because there was like a little bit where it was open. So it was like half covered and then ugly. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. But yeah, I'm not mocking it. I'm not mocking it, y'all. I really did hope to and thought you'd be up there this year. I hope you can turn it around and somehow get in front of the Mercs. You must be kidding.
I don't know about that one still.
You must be kidding. True, I have some 1/3 scale replicas of the 08. Look at this Denz. Denz is on fire. Let me just pile through these.
Yeah, let's get through this so we can do it. We'll stop at the 2-hour mark, innit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. McLaren was a problem in every place of the car right now. Agreed, Joel. Definitely. Spike, don't worry, bro. No hard feelings. I enjoy this livery war between us. This rivalry, between us. Don't take it personally. Absolutely, man. We need to.
Hey, listen, Ferrari fans are welcome here. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, for sure.
All F1 fans.
All F1 fans, people. McLaren will bounce back. They need this wake up call. I hope you're right. I hope they do wake up from this. Yo, man, have got all kinds of bits going on here. Yeah, I want the conversations.
Let's skip the conversation bits. Let's just see.
Okay, we'll skip the comment. This one's just laughing.
We must have said something funny.
Williams BMW was a beast.
100%.
Damn right. Those BMWs sounded amazing. Some of the favorite V10s. Yeah, for sure.
Bring back V10s, man. Shout out to that.
Oh, great podcast, by the way. But yeah, the side pods being slim doesn't really matter. The inlets are still the same area. It's just that they turn them on the sides, essentially. Okay, so that's how they got away. Oi, stop it, Immortal.
That one. Move it.
Stop it. It's not washed. It's not washed. He's not done yet.
About Ricardo.
Danny Rick. Yeah, he has it in him. Listen, I hope you're right. Hold tight. How am I pronouncing this one?
I hope so, man.
Sidharth, yeah? Sidharth Sharma. I hope you're right. Hope you're right. I'll be the happiest person on earth when Ricardo wins. Listen, you and me both. You and us both. You know what I'm saying? He's not washed. Yeah, agreed. Basically, they are basically a works team.
Don't know who he's referring to. Can't remember.
Ricardo literally won last year, laughing my heart. He's not washed. Yeah,
that's true. Sure. That's true. He brought us a win, man. I'm not personally saying he's washed. I'm saying I'm watching you. That's it.
Yeah. He's on watch. Harry, big up yourself. The Mercedes engine is looking very weak this year. Hopefully they improve it. Let's hope that they improve it. Bro, Lambos use the VW.
Come, man, let a VW come through, man.
Who do I need to contact? Yeah, in Wolfsburg, bro. I need to find somebody. There.
Get that Lambo sponsorship on the side of the car.
You know, 2012 was the year Seb did one lap in each quali session at Suzuka and put on pole over 0.4.
They can only do one lap because the Renault engine would pack in. We did more. That's why
it was quick, but it would pack in early, man. Meant to say Seb was kind of forced to do one lap each. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what you're saying. Where are these comments taken from? Compost? I'm guessing Well,
I don't know.
unless
Is
it's
he
the
talking about
quotes
what I
you're
was speaking
reading.
about?
Yeah, the quotes that you're talking of.
It's either from Sky Sports or Amos,
Cool.
whatever it is.
Interessant. Yeah, I was sent by Tomo too. Forgot to say that. Cheers from Ohio. Big up the Ohio crew. Big up everyone out there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Ohio's all right still. Nothing interesting really happens, but we do have a ton of roller coasters. Yeah, I've been to Ohio. I'm trying to remember.
You went to Cleveland?
I think Cincinnati. I think I went. I think Cincinnati. Yeah. But yeah, driven through it. Did like a road trip from like it was all the way from like New York, all the way down to Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh wow, that's a good drive, man.
It was a stretch. Let me tell you, bro. It was like doing a bird.
Big country, man. Shout out to all the Americans that are watching right now.
Big up to every American in the building right now. Imola is in its current layout is the most overrated track in F1 history, in my opinion. Good grief. Pre 94 was better. I mean, we won't argue that it was better before, but the most overrated track.
I'm trying to think. What do you think the most overrated track is? I don't know. You know,
it's got. I think personally, I think Turkey.
I don't think Turkey's good. I think Turkey was only good on TV because it was raining. I think it's bad.
Yeah, I think Turkey's a decent circuit. Don't get me wrong. Like when you're playing the game, I thought it was always a good track to race in.
Yeah,
but man, them went all. You know, they went overboard.
Is that top 10? I was like, what's going on?
They went overboard with it. Oh, Turkey needs to come back because last year's Turkey, by the way, garbage.
Horrible race.
I don't remember it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, Monaco needs to go. If it wasn't for the glitz glam, it would have been.
Monaco needs to stay because I need to go there and party. Until F1 hire me and I'm a media person, I need Monaco to stay.
I think you know what's funny. I think one of my mates went to like an Arsenal Monaco game out there in Champions League. Back in the day, we used to be in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
And he said that you couldn't buy alcohol in Monaco. You had to go across the road to like. I'm trying to think what's next. Is it Nice? I can't remember what's next.
Nice, Santa Fe, all them areas there.
Yeah, it was like you had to go there to go get it in order to because you didn't have a license to have it in Monaco.
What the hell?
Bizarre.
Very strange.
But Monaco needs to stay. Come on, it needs to stay. Just make the track a bit wider or make the cars a bit slimmer. Used to work in Columbus. Definitely boring place. Ohio is. Listen, man, America. The thing is, that's what I like about America, though. Every like downtown in different states, like I can make it work. Like I went to Maryland, and like Maryland's like one of my favorite places because it's chill. Like Bethesda, you know what I mean, Potomac. It's going down. Rockville, we're good to go. But the facts, it's depressing.
This is come on, man. Shout out to
Listen, we'll be back. 94 was the last year for good Imola layout. I mean, I get it. The track murdered one of the most loved drivers, but they completely neutralized it after Senna and Ratzenberger's deaths. Yeah,
listen, if people are dying, you've got to edit the track, man.
It's just what you got to do, isn't it? That your hands forced.
They even edited far now because of all the crashes last
year. Yeah. Come on. I really missed the cars of the late 90s to late 2000s. Besides this year, 2008 was the last properly beautiful cars in F1. See, I liked the 2012, 2012 and 13. You know what I mean? Between 11.
I think the period between 08 and 2012 was really good, in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, listen, that era wasn't bad for sure. It wasn't bad at all. Jules says, hello, what's going on, Jules? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Welcome to McLaren Fan TV. This year's Ferrari is especially beautiful. The Aston is nice too. I thought the McLaren was nice, but a car that's slow cannot be pretty. I like that. Yeah, we did Jekko disgusting. For sure we did.
Hey, Jekko probably hates McLaren.
Man said, yeah, for real. Man said he was never at a top team. This was a par.
We got violated. We have to hold that one.
We got rinsed. I'm not gonna lie. We got rinsed. I said, how dare you, Checo? Huh? I got all the time for you, Checo. We got Alex Cronin. What's going on, G? This is my second season as a full-fledged F1 fan. Love Danny, Rick, and Lando. Please make me feel better about Bahrain. Listen, it was on Sunday. that's all I can say to you about that.
And the only way is up, mate.
The only way is up, okay? That's how I make it.
If you're on bottom, you can only go up.
Welcome to the show, Alex. Keep it locked here. McLaren Fan TV, obviously, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. after the race weekend. Steve, big up Steve Cos, US McLaren fan. Oh, big up to all the Americans out here. I'll be here when we podium. Listen, 100%. I need you here, Steve. We need to stick together.
We're going to celebrate.
Okay? We need to stick together. Okay, look at Hulk, a year out of F1, and he steps up and crushes in qualifying. Listen, he finished where? Where did he finish? Okay, let's keep that in mind. And his car was too hot. Okay,
He finished last.
Not all is lost. Not all is lost. He finished last in the grid of those that finished. Ricardo's too busy these days making fruity helmets.
That helmet's disgusting, man.
The helmets are pissing me off. Yeah, how many years running?
And his boots. SpongeBob.
Huh? Oh yeah,
looking like SpongeBob.
And this shoey nonsense. Cut it out, cuz. Cut it out. I'd love to see the Merc bounce, or at least spend a couple years as an upper midfield car. A slice of humble pie would do them right. Oh, I wonder who's your team, Spike? I'm intrigued.
Like he's hating right now. Still.
I'm smelling like Red Bulls. I'm smelling some Dutch fantasy right now. I'm smelling it. That's what I'm saying. big up to Red Bull. Danny Ricciardo was preparing for NASCAR when he drove that day.
Oh yeah, I saw that
car last year. Yeah, he did.
He was gassed up and he had the handlebar mustache. I was like, brother, be serious, man. You've had a shit season. Come on, big man thing. Come on, man.
Maha's talking truth. Juan Pablo Montoya is one of the most unspoken goats in the sport. Thing is, if you don't win a championship, to call you a goat is tough.
Brother,
that is tough.
I remember he was packing Michael on his first season.
Packing.
I was like, what? He was this guy, bro. He was a serious guy. Listen, he's won what? Rolex 24 3 times. Yeah. Won what? In the car. He's won races. Nearly won a championship in the Formula One. Yeah. All disciplines of racing. He's out here, man. One of the forgotten drivers,
man. Juan Pablo Montoya crashed into a damn jet dryer during a NASCAR race, bro. Great F1 driver, terrible NASCAR driver.
He might. Maybe not that disciplined still.
He was.
I remember when he crashed. Remember when Verstappen was moving mad?
Yeah.
That race. That was
just Verstappen.
Verstappen
he was a madman. He was a mad. Liam. Okay.
Be nice.
All right. What's your team? State your team. Yeah. State your team. Let's hear it. So he was preparing for 1980s NASCAR. He drove a car from the late 80s.
That was Ricardo.
Hey, Ricardo, bro, you need to get your PR on check again. Joe Frisco. I like the name Frisco for grime reasons. But Alfa Romeo should have sold to Andretti.
No, I don't think so. You know, I want more additional teams. I don't want they have to pay to come in, bro.
Yeah,
don't be buying up teams.
If you're
gonna buy a team, buy Haas, because Gene Haas is looking stressed. He's broke, man.
He's sweating. He's been sweating for years. The 2022 Alfa Romeo livery is basically an improved Marlboro livery. Yes, you do get that center vibe, McLaren center vibes for sure. I do get those vibes. I can't lie. Basil says Peter added to the list of people I need to put in a pack when George Russell wins a race.
Hey, my big prediction, if you want to go on YouTube, subscribe to Pit Stop Fracker. Yes. We did a predictions pod on there. My big prediction is GR won't win a race this season. George Russell will not win a race. He will not win a race. That's my big prediction of the year. If anybody's going to win a race at Mercedes, it's going to be Lewis.
Literally Lewis. I see someone say that Lewis won't finish the year. Where did I see that?
Lewis is finished, man.
Where did I see that?
Finishing the year, bro.
You think Lewis is going to let go of what happened to him last year?
When it comes to on-track business, he's one of the most serious guys. He's a serious don.
Yeah, man, for sure. His mentality is a different level. Mkama. Let me see if I've got it right. Mkama or Mkama? Big up you got Peters in your name. Big up yourself. Subscribe. Done though. Thank you very much.
All of you subscribe if you're watching this. Subscribe, like.
Please,
you know what I mean? Follow Peter on Twitter. Follow me. Follow Pit Stop Fracker on Twitter. Follow me _Momars. Subscribe to our new YouTube channel. Find us on Spotify.
Done though. Yeah. You got a new. Is it like a new?
We've got a new feed. We've got a new YouTube channels. We've got a new feed on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So find us Pit Stop Fracker, and we drop episodes every Monday. So you guys, if you want good, funny content, we're here, man. We're not them serious guys. We talk. It's fan-made content for the people.
Aerodynamics and
hey, boy, that goes all over my head.
Here's the crankshaft. What are you talking about, me? Would love to talk to James Hunt, man.
Ladies, man, he was out here, man.
He was out here. I remember how Schumacher was hated for winning when he was. Lewis winning 6 titles of the last 8 and 4 in a row is enough. Schumacher's reign was nothing like Hamilton's. Factual.
One thing I'll say though, one thing about F1, And I was even watching this, like, you know, of the off season, when you look at the reviews of the old season and stuff like that, I tell you now, the media hates when somebody's winning. Whoever's winning, they hate them. If you win 2-3 in a row.
Did Vettel get that?
Yeah, Vettel. Oh my God. If you look at some of the BBC coverage about, you know, Martin Brundle, all them man there, they were basically saying it's the car. I was like, this is violation. These lot are saying this on the BBC feeds and everything like that. So if people think it's only Hamilton that they hate, I think Hamilton is hated a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And it even includes racial motivations as well. Why is hated?
Sure.
But this sport, especially the media around it, hates winners. If you're a multiple time winner, they hate you, bro.
Yeah.
They're looking for the next guy to top of you.
Listen, a British guy to rate a German. You know,
bro,
good luck.
When you watch them, watch any of them season reviews, if you're out there, if you're a fan, watch the season reviews between 2010 and 2013. You will never see so much Hamilton propaganda in your life. They were saying Hamilton's better than Vettel. Look, put Hamilton in the car. Vettel's car is winning, which is probably true. But he was winning bare races and they weren't rating him.
You never heard him say Mika in Schumacher's car would be winning all these titles. Like, you never heard none of that. But there was disrespect for Schumacher.
Schumacher was disrespected as well. The second Fernando Alonso came around, they were like, "Oh, Fernando."
Oh,
remember they were like, "Oh, Fernando's that guy."
He was Lord and Savior. He was Lord and Savior for sure. He says as well, Spike. He or she says, Turkey is a quality circuit. I don't know quality.
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie.
Dem says that, but Dem says that Sepang overrated. You've got to be kidding me.
Do you know what's underrated? Korea.
God, why did they get rid of that so quick?
I don't know. That was wavy.
They got rid of that fast, man. Korea was gone way too quick. He's saying Turkey's quality when it's dry. I mean, I got more entertainment when it was wet.
Yeah, the first one was chaos.
Yeah, the first one was chaos.
No, but remember that used to be Felipe Massa's track, man. He used to eat there. He used to win all the time, bro.
Johnny, what's that, Johnny? McLaren Fan TV. Oh man, I hope this doesn't become like Arsenal Fan TV. The Sunday performances continue. Could you imagine us just ranting? God. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. We're not gonna be sacking everyone. We're not gonna be like. I mean, we. It depends. Listen, it depends.
Hey, it might get angry on it as the year goes along.
It depends on the pain. Depends on the pain. Hold tight, Steve Cos. I'm here. He didn't finish great. That's true.
That's Hulkenberg, isn't it?
The Hulkenberg. Yeah. Spike says, I said I'm a Ferrari fan about 12 and a half times. Yeah, no, for sure. Listen, there's been so many comments here. To keep up with who is unbelievable. You guys have been phenomenal tonight. Honestly, we've gone on for so long. I didn't even realize we're going to go on this long. I got people messaging me in there, and I'm like powering them off because we're literally knee deep right now.
Listen, my missus is like, I'm going to bed.
Mate, it's curtains for me later on, boy. I tell you that.
I'll finish, mate.
As a McLaren fan, I agree with Liam. Liam? Maybe
that Liam guy. Remember Liam said,
yes.
You agree, and you're a McLaren fan. We're technically in the mud, but let's just wash ourselves off a little bit and get out of that.
Hold tight, Mac Twin DJs. It looks like they're two women. Okay, big
shout out to Mac Twin DJs, man.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
That's a tongue twister though. Mac Twin DJs. Holy smokes! I gotta say that slowly. If I try to say that fast, it's a myth. What genre do you do? What kind of genre of music do you do? I'm intrigued. I'm a DJ as well. Grime all day long. Vettel got hate for winning. Okay, he got 100%. Hate for winning. For sure. I hated him. I didn't realize it was the census. I couldn't stand
the media that kind of shapes the view, man. I'm telling you.
Was it the Multi 21 that kind of kicked that off?
Yeah, because bro, they were talking about how Webber's not getting the opportunity to be better than him. Are you taking a piss? Webber, you know.
Webber, a whole Webber. One thing I hate about F1, them guys hate winners. Yeah. So as you were talking,
bro, they hate winners.
So that's why we love Lando then.
Oh, because he's not winning. I see. Shout out to Mac Twin DJs.
You're on fire. Right? Listen, if Lando Norris starts winning, though, will he start getting hated?
Probably.
You know what?
I'm running around like I'm Tupac.
All his esports stuff then will start coming against him. It'll come against him.
All them streams are coming back. Yeah. He's not taking it serious. He's streaming at Twitch at 2:00 in the morning. He'll be on to it.
Where's Tony Jardy? That's the guy I'm looking for. Where is he gone? Because that guy he did not like happiness. He didn't like fun. I miss Jim Rosenthal and Tony Jardy. That's what I need back in Formula One. That's what I do.
They're man, serious dogs, bro.
They're like the Graham Souness of Formula One. I swear. Them man don't like
We
nothing.
need someone like that in Formula One again, where it's like
We
I've had
do.
enough of these guys tweeting.
I need a what's his name in Match of the Day back in the day? Alan Hansen.
Alan Hansen was big time hater, you know.
Hansen was
big time hater. Proper hater.
But look now at Seb getting all the love. Listen, I don't get this. I don't get this Seb loving. I don't
Seb
understand.
was the most hated guy. People now, like right now, Verstappen is the most hated guy, yeah. But I'm old enough to remember where Vettel was as hated as Verstappen.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And all the stuff that Horner and Helmut Marko were doing, they were doing that back then.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was hated like that. To be fair, I thought it was just me. I was furious.
He was hated.
Fair dues. Seb was trashed in the media. Shumi was trashed in the media. Okay, everyone's in agreement with you. Yes, man, I had that with that Korean prop. Yeah, man. Korea was good.
Korea's good, man. What I think the greatest quali lap, Hamilton's greatest ever quali lap was Korea 2011. Korea 2011. He was doing massive. Yeah. He out-qualified Red Bulls. Yeah. Even the Red Bulls were long gone.
We're gone. Underrated Indian track is underrated too. For sure. Yeah, the Indian track. I remember that. I remember even the F1 game. It kind of.
I was trying to remember the layout. I can't remember the layout for some reason. But I'll have a look at it again. I'm gonna
Danny Rick out. Oh god, here's the fan TV now. Yeah, in full flow. Yeah, Danny Rick out. Yeah, let's give him time. He won a race last year. Let's give him time, DJs. Yeah, let's give him some time. Yeah, Korea was a good track. Malaysia is proper quality track that I wish could come back. Yeah, I love Malaysia. I like those circuits. And we got the Chinese Grand Prix this year. Is that happening?
No. Oh, actually, hold on. I don't know. Let me check.
I don't think it is early. Usually it comes.
Usually it's like the third race, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know where it's gone, but if it is there, I don't know where it's gone. But yeah, I wonder if that's going to be around. Shout out to Steve Cos. Love listening to you both. You have a new sub, Steve. You're an absolute legend. Absolute legend. R&B settings, yeah. Okay. I see your vibes. Webber was mid. Who said Webber was mid?
Hey, you didn't lie. You didn't lie, man.
Listen, man, it's them ones, isn't it? It takes a couple of titles in a row for the hate to start.
Bro, let's say, for example, I don't know, Leclerc or Verstappen win like 2-3 in a row. Watch the hate. The hate is going to be insane.
Interesting. Kwame says no China. So
no China
this year. Johnny says, if Danny Rick was another lackluster year and you are Zach Brown, what would you do in 2023? Third time's a charm or get young blood in? I'm sacking.
Pay him out.
Eat quick. You know the ones there. Hey, yo, Piastri, what are you saying, guys? You know what I mean? You've been dominating that F3 series, yeah? Don't be languishing with them, man. There at Alpine, Mike cracking them, man.
Listen, we got a young man called Hugo, half Nigerian, half American driver in our McLaren program. I think he's in F4 right now or F3. When he comes through, next Hamilton, watch.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
Okay,
I'm keeping an eye on his results.
I'll hold you to it then. Yeah,
if he fizzles out, boy.
Johnny, what's your opinion? He needs to bounce. He will need to bounce. He's had a lackluster game.
If he stinks it out, but then it really depends on if the car's terrible or not. Because then he's kind of saving race right there. Then because then he can just blame the machinery. Because
if Lando Norris is near him, then we know it's the car, isn't it? If Lando Norris goes
like 15th or 16th in the standings at the end of the year, then no reason to sack.
We've got to firm it. Oh my God, laughing my ass off. The ITV days, for sure. Do you remember when ITV digital was a thing? And then they tried to pump that through our speakers, bro. Good times. I hated the ad breaks mid-race. Oh,
yeah, that was terrible. At least Sky don't do that. I raced that
L. That was the L, yeah. Big up to Sky for that. I hated Seb and that damn finger.
You know, he started doing the finger now. Verstappen. He started doing this.
Has he, yeah?
He started it.
He's kicked it back, he's going, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up a few seconds. Yeah. Last couple of comments here. Uzair said, I used to be a Vettel hater when I was a kid because he won all the time. And I hated that finger celebration. I can't lie. Do you know what? Do you know when it turned for me with him? Because I hated him, obviously, throughout his whole time. But then when I think he won in India and then he bowed down to his Red Bull.
Yeah.
There was something about that moment that made me think, do you know what? You're all right. You're all right. But he also
I thought he was praying to the car because it's all the car.
it was the beginning and the end because he knew that Red Bull was not doing anything in 2014. He knew it.
No, listen, 2014, he got packed by Ricciardo. That's a red flag. That is a red flag. If you're a Vettel fan, you need I need explanations.
And then a young 16, 17-year-old Verstappen dupping Ricciardo. No chance. Yeah, that is a red flag. In fairness, I'll type Poochie head. That horse is wild. Apparently there were reports that Helmut Marko punched a random member of the pit crew after the double.
Yeah, he's too fragile to be punching people up, man. Big man thing, come on, man.
He would fall over.
Hey, listen, Helmut Marko got a dub on us, because during Barca testing, you know what man was saying about us, about McLaren.
What are you
saying? That we're doing glory runs for advertising, for sponsorship. And guess what? We landed the Google deal. So Helmet, you might be right, bro.
Oh, Helmet, man, allow us. He's in British F4. Who's that?
So Hugo.
It's Hugo. It is all the car. When has Seb ever outperformed the car? For sure.
I've never ever seen.
Yeah. Toro Rosso when he got that thing in Monza. But
Toro Rosso was better than Red Bull.
Yeah, for
finished higher than in the constructors, bro. I had a Ferrari engine in it.
With Seb, all the ducks had to align, didn't they, for him to do anything? But enough of that Seb talk, okay? Yeah. This is McLaren Fan TV, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, people, for being on this week's show. It's not been the greatest weekend for us McLaren fans, but we're holding on. We're staying strong. And for everyone that's not a McLaren fan laughing at us, watching us here in our demise, in our pits, listen, we'll be back next week. Next Tuesday, 7 p.m. UK time after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Out of 10, just very quickly, out of 10 performance-wise of Ricciardo, Norris, the team.
0 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. But actually, let's give him 1 because we had the quickest pit stop. So we'll do that.
Mechanics are trying to get out of there quick.
Ricciardo, I'm gonna give him a 3 because man had COVID. So thanks for getting in the car and driving around and doing laps. Norris, good quality performance, bad race performance. So I'm just gonna give him a 3 as well. Sad day around, to be fair. Yeah. I concur with you, to be fair. I think Danny shouldn't have been in the car in the first place because with the Rona. Now he's got all the germs all over that chassis. So we'll see what happens next week. Norris, decent in qualifying because obviously he got into Q2. Bad race all around. It's all on the team, really. I can't blame the drivers on this weekend. The team have flopped the base. So they're getting a 2 out of 10 for me on this weekend. And hopefully we see some improvements next week. Hopefully we do. Shout out to Uzair. Thanks for the show, guys. See you next week. Uzair, as always, one of the most loyal supporters of this channel from day one when I had no subs. You know them ones. So big up to Uzair. Only way is up, mate.
Fuzerk says it's been a rough week. That's correct. We're gonna plow on. You're gonna join this journey with us, okay? All you McLaren heads, join us in this journey when we make our way back up to prosperity.
We're either gonna be more depressed week by week, or we're gonna get better. So watch the show. You got what I'm saying.
Every Tuesday after a race weekend, 7 p.m. UK time. Please keep it locked. Live show. Get your comments on. As you can see, we've read every single comment out, and also, we're going to be working ways to get your views as well on this channel, on McLaren, on all things F1. So keep it locked.
Follow us on social, and let us know that you're a McLaren fan, so we can get.
Yes,
we want to get some fans on.
Do we want to make a McLaren fan TV account? Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think we should. We're going to do that. And we'll advertise it on the pod.
Yeah.
Get a Twitter account, and then you guys follow us and interact with us, and then we can get you on, man. You can get your chance, your chance to rant.
Exactly. Do as you know what I'm saying. We either ranting or we're laughing. Stay strong, McLaren fans. Forza Ferrari. Spike. I need to see you when we're on the up. Yeah, I need to see you here when we're on the up. As an Aston Martin fan, we're in the same boat. That is a peak.
Listen, we're literally driving boats.
That is a peak sesh.
That is literally driving boats on a Formula 1 track.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, for Zach, listen, keep it locked here every single Tuesday with us. Until next week, people, please do like the video as well and sub to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Big up to everybody on here. Big up everyone in the chat. I can't thank you guys enough. Shout out to Tomo as well, sending some people over. Big up to
Shout
the
out to
American
Tomo,
crew.
man.
Pit Stop Fracker, of course, all the gang
Follow
that
us,
are in there
Pit
as
Stop
well.
Fracker, follow the YouTube.
Yes.
Subscribe on the podcast. We'll drop them every Monday. And
I'll drop it in the...
Shout out to Peter, man.
And shout out to
Subscribe
Mahad
to his
as
YouTube,
always,
man. You're always dropping content.
We're here. Well, we're trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. Look, I hope y'all do turn up. Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here, Spike. Don't you worry. With that, people, until next week, yeah, lights out.
Peace.